Let me press the record button for my reference.
This meeting is being recorded.
Alright, so good afternoon everybody. Namaste and welcome each one of you. Thank you very much for joining Day 2 at Being Exported Export Weekend Workshop, where we believe what you're learning, you're just implementing. You are here to send your first shipment and to send your multiple shipments. At the end of the session, you all will be clear what to export, where to export and how to export. Today we are going to start from the world of documentation, how to give pricing once you're sitting with your buyer in just 5 minutes, the entire world of terms and conditions, which are payment terms and conditions, why buyer will give you advances, if you are going to do the business in credit, what sort of risk which is involved in this and how you'll be managing that, फंडिंग ऑप्शंस, खुद का पैसा लगाओ, बैंक से लेकर आओ, बिना इन्वेस्टमेंट्स के काम करो, बैंक से लेकर आओगे तो क्या रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है, क्या कोलैटरल सिक्योरिटी देना होता है, विदाउट इन्वेस्ट
This meeting is being recorded.
what was the best wow factor for you and your organization from yesterday's session? Could be the content which you received, could be the clarity, the roadmap, the case studies, assignments, question answer session, जहां से भी आपको जो वैल्यू मिला, सबसे बेस्ट लर्निंग और वाव मोमेंट आपके लिए क्या था? So just raise your hand, let me hear from you, and there we go. Yes, Navneet sir, here you are.
For me, I mean, the wow moment was like how you broke down how to achieve that target and how easy you made it sound. That was the wow moment for me.
Noted.
Of course, the overall session was really nice. Thank
Brilliant. Guys, how many of you will agree to this? That equation gives you a power. You got complete clarity that this is doable. If your answer is yes, can we have Zoom handles on the screen? Brilliant. Thank you very much. Yes, Vivek Raj sir, here you are.
I understood how to be quoting, how to make the price quotation
Right.
worthy of an answer.
Brilliant, sir. You got to the understanding and the source from where you have to get the clarity. Got it, Vivek Raj sir. Thank you very much. Let's hear from two more people. Yes, sir, here you are. Nitin sir. Okay, good evening, ma'am. Yes, Nitin sir, go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, I think the clarity in which you described how to, like, especially even for beginners, the clarity in which you described the very first session was, I think, like, because I had hardly any questions, and whatever little doubts I had also was cleared in the end when others were asking. So I had literally nothing left to ask, and this is one of the most clearest sessions that I have ever sat for, and I sit for a lot of courses. Like I recently sat for a Facebook ads course. So coming to like a session which is so clear, I think yeah, that was the takeaway for me.
Got it, sir. Thank you very much, Nitin sir. Yes, Sridhar sir, here you are. And then one more person will have.
Okay, so since I'm new to all these things. Yesterday, it was a very wonderful session because you taught us how to filter out data from the ocean of information that's available and to get what we want. So I love that factor of the class yesterday.
Right. Srivatsa sir, just randomly consider friends sitting together next year, एक साल में, tomorrow and onwards for next 12 months. कितने containers?
Sorry, sir?
कितने containers export करोगे next 12 months?
My aim is at least 500.
Very good. So the goal is 500 containers.
Yes.
Is it doable?
Yes.
Absolutely yes. It is. And today it's a session. I'll be clarity, I'll be giving the clarity on how people have sent repeat, how they get repeat order and how they have sent shipments in abundance. So yes, sir, can you imagine one buyer can give you repeat order of 200 containers? Have you ever imagined?
It's wild to imagine, but
And that's the reason, yes, that's the reason we will share case studies relevant. Brilliant, sir. Thank you for being here. Truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
So, ma'am, there you are, and let's start the session. Thank you. Yes, Guneet ma'am, here you are.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, sir, whatever you explained was like very important to us, right? Whatever the step you taught us yesterday, and for me, the wow factor was how to source the data. As I already attend the classes of export and import, but I didn't like get these kind of like you are getting the data in such a nominal price. Basically, they told us the steps to get the data, but was very expensive ways. Like you have to get the there are so many portals from where you get the data, and 20,000, 30,000 was the fees for that. But in the as a beginner, to source the data is very very cheap price. This one is wow factor for us.
Brilliant.
Like in starting, yes, sir.
Got it. Thank you. All right. So, jinke cameras off, and guys, thank you very much for doing the journey with us till here. Since I understood that you are not available and you are unwilling to continue today's participation, so my team will start removing your IDs. Yeah, Ashwin, सो जा वापस. सो जा तो क्वेश्चन आंसर्स में आना. काय को उठता है नींद में से? कैमरा बंद रख के सो रहा था. Unmute a microphone, Prasad. What was that? I need to speak to you, man. Unmute a microphone. Unmute it right now.
Just a second.
How dare you? तेरा मतलब किसने परमिशन दिया तेरे को लेटने को? संडे इसलिए सो जाएगा.
No. Actually, I was watching.
अश्विन 500 कंटेनर ये साल भेजने का बाद में लेटने का परमिशन नहीं है.
No, I was working till now. Just
ये
now.
सुनने का नहीं है. Say yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Brother, thank you. Got it. You guys, इनके कैमरास बंद हैं. Really appreciate your presence. Thank you very much. My team will make sure that we will not allow you to participate today here. कल आप आए, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. आपका सेशन खत्म. क्योंकि आपको इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, हमको जरा भी इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. मतलब आप अपना समय जाया करना ही नहीं इधर. आपको लगता है मेरे को आपके 200 रुपए में इंटरेस्ट है तो खाना खा के जाओ. आकर कल जो सीखा मेरी तरफ से बोनस, वो बात रखना ही नहीं इधर. I want to be here next 2.5 hours. Write down everything. Put yourself into brainstorming process. Write down questions which you have, and my job is to give you all the answers. Which which is you have as a world of doubts and questions. Please make sure that you are taking notes, right? And please make sure that you are here 100%. So, yes, let's continue the participation. Thank you very much. Coming to this session, back again to the screen. My respected entrepreneurs, let's start from the world of documentation. Let's say the first thing which we need to understand is, kindly write down your IEC code. IEC, Import Export Code, which is IEC certificate. चाहे आप प्रोप्राइटरशिप से हैं या पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म से बिलोंग करते हैं, पब्लिक लिमिटेड, लिमिटेड कंपनी, गवर्नमेंट अंडरटेकिंग, सो ऑन सो फॉर्थ. The first thing one needs to understand is you need to have your IEC to start your export business. Before I go to the detailing of it, I just wanted to understand how many of you are sitting here and you are going to start your company for export from the fresh, absolutely new perspective. If your answer is yes, can I have your Zoom hand raises? आप बहुत क्लियर हो कि आप एकदम एक्सपोर्ट को लेकर के नया वेंचर क्रिएट कर रहे हो, नया कंपनी फॉर्म कर रहे हो. If your answer is yes, can I have your Zoom hand raises so that I can understand? Okay, Gunit ma'am, correct me if I am wrong. You said you already have a company. No?
No, sir, I'm not having the company. I just like now initially just started. I just like working on it.
Noted. Got it.
Sir, I just have one question. Like it was in mind. So how to start? Basically, I have to start with the proprietorship, private limited,
Yeah, that's the reason I asked people to raise their hands. Since we have 62 people, okay, I request everybody to please take notes. In fact, today at the end of the session, you will be clear. You may drop the idea about forming company. Once you will understand the concept joint venture, and if you are continuing working on a joint venture, you may end up having an idea to form your own company, because export will be done through manufacturer's place, and billing and everything, taxation compliances is done through their places. So what your job will be to make sure you form an agreement, and then money which you want in your account, वो नाम आपको agreement में देना है. People those who are from government department, people those who are professional here, आपके लिए लिमिटेशन होता है कि आप अपने नाम पर बिजनेस नहीं कर सकते. If that is the limitation which is your world, so please make sure that you have your family members' name involved in that, or your relatives, and then you can continue working on that. So I request you to please एक heading दे दीजिए अपने book में, and company formation करके title दे दीजिए. I wanted to write few pointers. Point number 1, IEC. Point number 2, GST certificate. Point number 3, MSME registration. Number 4, current account. See, once you're coming in business, it's mandatory to have your current account. You can't do the business in your own account, or let's say transition in cash, or let's say Hawala and all those things. Please don't have any single thought about this. It's purely a business, and it has to go through the procedure and policies which one needs to follow. Kindly write down RCMC. Registration cum membership certificate. RCMC. Registration cum membership certificate. Next is port registration. Type of companies may, I request and recommend everybody, if you want to form a company, proprietorship is absolutely fine. It's not mandatory to have a partnership firm or a private limited or an LLP company. Proprietorship is fine, but in case your chartered accountant sir or ma'am, they advise you, given by your papers, given by your current reality of your accounts, if they advise you or request you or suggest you something else, please make sure that you follow their advices. And if they recommend you to go through PVT Ltd or LLP, you can go ahead. But it's not a prerequisite to have that. Even proprietorship is fine. So that's something which I want you to take few additional notes. Now heading ये change कर दीजिए, ये new heading, checklist for the first time export. Let's say you are into the process and now you are already clear that this is something which is your business and you want to start. So how it look like on the code? So checklist for first time export. First is IEC, which is copy of IEC. Second is copy of PAN card. Next is original letter of bank AD code. Kindly write down into bracket bank manager, sir or ma'am. And if you don't have an account, kindly write down bank. From where you will get it from the bank. So I'll be sharing a lot of things and I'll be asking you write down into bracket. What does that mean? From where you will get things done. So that's the reason you're not just taking notes, rather it's an ecosystem. And at the end of the session, I'll be giving you roadmap even by 6:30. Original letter of bank AD code. In fact, I will be also guiding you which are the right option for you to go ahead in the banking. Before you have an account with any of the bank, what sort of clarity you need to have. So I'll be asking you to take notes and the questions, right question, so that you can go visit your banks, ask those questions, visit multiple banks, get the clarity, let your team do this, or let's say you are the one who will be doing, and then you can select the right bank which is available for you. Next is kindly write down bank attested IFSC code letter. Bank attested IFSC code letter into bracket bank. Okay, here request letter. Kindly write down freight forwarders. Request letter bracket में freight forwarder. I will be also giving you clarity how freight forwarder help you into the world of logistic, transportation, documentation, insurance, custom clearance. I will be making you understand there are two different words. One is freight forwarder, another is custom house agent, which is CHA. So don't worry about that. Here I want you to write down request letter into bracket freight forwarder. Next is GST certificate. Again here into bracket CA, Chartered Accountant Sir or Ma'am. Self-sealing permission. Something which you need not right now, but in the future. So please bracket में लिखिए future dash who will assist you into this. Kindly write down freight forwarder. So why I am saying this in the future? Let's say initially you are starting, you will be sending a first consignment. Let's say the 10th one. So for you, this is for the first time. For your freight forwarder, every day or maybe more than 10 times in a day. For you, this is the 10th consignment. For them, again, it's a daily practice. So there are various things which are already available for you as a world of assistance. Please make sure that you are following their advices. Self-sealing permission, bracket में लिखिए freight forwarder. Future dash freight forwarder. Okay. Next, now I want you to write down few things. Let's say party involves. So I want to give you a bird view so that you have a more clarity on how it looks like. What is parties involved? तो जब ये बिजनेस होता है कहां से लेकर कहां तक और उसमें आपको क्या क्या ध्यान देना है, कौन सी पार्टीज इसमें इन्वॉल्व है. फर्स्ट इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम यू. लेट्स से यू आर द वन हु इज अ मैन्युफैक्चरर, इट्स योर कंपनी हु इज एक्सपोर्टिंग. इफ यू आर नॉट अ मैन्युफैक्चरर, you are somebody who's merchant exporter. So what are you doing? You are procuring material from manufacturers and then you are exporting from your own company, and that's party number one is a seller. It becomes you. Here you have your own company and you are exporting from your own company. Let's say if you don't want to invest any of the money, what you will do this in the joint venture. What is joint venture? It's an export partner working with an existing manufacturer. So there are two different words. One is that mean that, does this mean that you have to reach to the manufacturer और उनकी existing company में partner बनना है? Answer is no. You have to just make sure that you are creating an agreement. And the purpose of the agreement is that you receive the money once export is done. So here, if you are doing it even in a joint venture, the exporter became you. So it's like you doing the export. So there are three different words. Everything is like first party, which is seller, and seller is you. Let's say you are a manufacturer, it's you. If you are not a manufacturer, it's merchant exporter, it's you. And even it's joint venture, it's you. Now, the next party here is freight forwarder. Freight forwarder, somebody who's like authentically you need a partnership from. The first partnership from someone once you get an order, shoulder to shoulder partnership is freight forwarder. So now I want to write down few points. Point number one, what kind of support you will get from them. Okay. So point number one, transportation, documentation, logistics, certificates into bracket consultant. Once your consignment is going, whatever documents are needed, they will share it with you so that you are making signatures and all of validation and conversations are settled. In fact, they will make sure that you are assisted, you are served. तो आपको कुछ भी एक्स्ट्रा करने की जरूरत नहीं. Let's say if we talk about certificate, बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स में अलग अलग सर्टिफिकेशन चाहिए हो. So वो सर्टिफिकेशन कहां से आपको पता चलता है? Again, freight forwarder. So many times they will do it for you. If they are not doing, they will recommend you the consultant. Hence certificate and consultant bracket में लिखना बनता है. Next is insurance, bracket में marine insurance. From your place, to buyer's place, there are several touch points. Loading, unloading, again loading, unloading, again loading, unloading, then vessel में load करना, material जाना, buyer की country में unload होना, load होना, unload होना, load होना, वहां तक जाना. There are several touch points. During this transit, any kind of breakage, damage, thefting, robbery, रातों रात गवर्नमेंट बदलना, आंधी तूफान आना, कोई वॉर की स्थिति उमड़ना, ये सारी चीजें कवर हो जाती हैं इंश्योरेंस में. So here I wanted to write down insurance. Again, freight forwarder will serve you, which is the right option for you. Next is I wanted to write down invoice. Bracket में लिखिए packing list. See, once you are coming in this export industry, if I talk about invoice, I can give you several formats. I'll be giving you the formats, let's say few. If you search it in Google, there are abundance of formats available. My request will be don't follow that. Rather speak with your freight forwarder, they will give you and then you can proceed very smoothly. Next is, the last point is custom clearance. Here also write down into bracket CHA, custom house agents. Custom clearance, custom house agents. Custom clearance आप freight forwarder से जब आप बात करते हैं, they will recommend the CHA for you and in fact they will do it for you. There are many parties doing both the work. There are many parties doing different work. But your freight forwarder will do it for you. They will recommend which is the best option and they will make sure that they will connect to the CHA and they will do this work for you. So into bracket CHA. Now that was party number 2. Party number 3 is shipping lines. जैसे ही आपके पास ऑर्डर आया, मटेरियल बुक कर लिया आपने, मटेरियल रेडी कर दिया, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के द्वारा चला गया एंड देन फिर वेसल में लोड होगा, यहां पर शिपिंग लाइंस की जरूरत पड़ती है. प्लीज ब्रैकेट में लिखिए फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर. क्या आप डायरेक्ट कर सकते हैं शिपिंग लाइंस में कनेक्ट? आंसर इज यस. व्हाट इज माय रिकमेंडेशन? फॉलो फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर्स रिकमेंडेशन. सो इनटू ब्रैकेट प्लीज राइट डाउन फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर. द लास्ट पार्टी इज इंपोर्टर, व्हिच इज योर बायर. So there are 4 parties involved in this business, right from you to the buyer. This is something which you need to take care in the world of execution. Now I want you to just understand from the perspective of air freight and then sea freight. Let's say overall cost and overall speed. Now you don't need to even take pointers. You just need to listen and pay attention to the screen. Let's say overall cost. Costliest तरीका कौन सा है? Again like this, air. And speediest way कौन सा है? It's again air. Now value of cargo, containers के containers भर भर के किस में भेजेंगे? आप भेजेंगे वेसल में, मतलब कि ये जाएगा like this. And अगर आपका सैंपल है या कुरियर है तो वो कैसे जाएगा? It will go through air. Let's say temperature deviation. Yesterday I shared with you few fruits, vegetables and other products including pharma. These kind of products need special attention. And then the entire temperature, right from your place to buyer's place, in fact to their warehouses, everything is taken care of. With all due respect of all the religions, my dear entrepreneurs, sea food करके भी कैटेगरी है जहां पर उसे प्रिजर्व करके ठंडे माहौल में बायर के वर्ल्ड में खाने लायक लेके जाया जाता है, पकाने लायक लेके जाया जाता है. The point is the entire temperature which is needed in the transit, it is available. So I just wanted to share, if there is something which is limiting you, please make sure it's not. Risk of delays. Here I want you to be just honest, I want you to be responsible about the moment you are communicating with your buyer. Obviously buyer may ask the question, when will I receive my material? And what happens in the local market, you speak to your team, okay, कब material निकलेगा? कल. Tomorrow is Monday. कितने दिन में पहुंचेगा? 4 दिन में. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Still Friday 5 o'clock you will receive the material. Please don't use this vocabulary here in global market because it is not mautic. Everything is in writing. और अगर आप ऐसा कुछ लिख रहे हैं जो आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं है और अगर वो फुलफिल नहीं कर पाते हो, ये आपके खिलाफ जा सकता है. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी मच क्लियर एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबल. आप जो बात कर रहे हैं वो वही बात करें जो आपके कंट्रोल में है. सो इन दैट केस योर आंसर विल बी टुमारो वी विल डिस्पैच द मटेरियल एंड माय फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर सेड विद इन नेक्स्ट 3 or 4 days or 5 days or 15 days or 45 days, डिपेंड जो आपको बताते हैं, उतने दिनों में वो मटेरियल वहां पर पहुंच जाएगा. Please be responsible because you are giving everything in writing, on email, on WhatsApp, in fact on Zoom chats or so on and so forth. So please be responsible. जो आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं है, आप वो सारी चीजें गलती से भी नहीं करेंगे. Here it comes from the perspective of air and sea freight. Let's say now once you got order and your dispatches are on place. So what set of documentation you require? So please write down export documentation as a separate heading. Number one, packing list. ब्रैकेट में लिखिए commercial invoice. Commercial invoice is for the transaction. Packing list give the entire clarity about the material which is packed inside of this consignment. Let's say you are exporting a product and it comes into the roll form, and then one box is equal to 10 rolls, 50 box is equal to one small carton, and then 5 carton is equal to one big carton, and then how many cartons, big cartons is equal to one pallet, how many pallets is equal to one container. So all those details are mentioned under packing list. As I shared with you earlier, you will be getting this from your freight forwarder, so just relax. Now, the moment you dispatch your material, you will receive copy of BL. Can you write down BL, which is bill of lading, or airway bill if it is through air. Now your material is ready. What will happen? Transportation is managed. आपके फैक्ट्री से मटेरियल लेके जाया जाएगा, कंटेनर में फिलिंग किया जाएगा, उसके बाद वेसल में लोड कर देंगे, वेसल भारत से निकल जाएगा, बायर की कंट्री में चला जाएगा, बायर अपने कंट्री से मटेरियल छुड़वा और फिर अपने वेयरहाउस में ले जाता है, वहां से वो लोकल मार्केट में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता है. नाउ व्हाट इज बीएल? इट्स बिल ऑफ लेडिंग. Once you export material from India, when you will consider the dispatches are done, the moment your material is dispatched from your warehouse or factory, answer is no. The moment it is dispatched from India, once it is going through into the vessel, now the moment it will go into the vessel, that's where your freight forwarder, once the process is done, they will give you the copy of acknowledgement that your material has been dispatched from India. That is copy of BL. Right? If you and I are on one page, can I have your hand raise on the Zoom? आपको ये BL के बारे में इतना clear हो गया? If your answer is yes, please acknowledge this part. All right. I wanted to share with you how it looks like the filling process and the vessel. Okay, just give me a moment. Can you please? कोई भी एक दे दे. Okay, I want your attention on the screen, and this is very important, and I want you not to miss, because risk management
This meeting is being recorded.
authority, they will share, listen carefully, original document, which is BL. The moment they will share original documents, फिर उनको उनका material मिलेगा. Without original documents, they will not. This point has something very powerful to do with risk management. इसीलिए मैं थोड़ा ज़्यादा आपको clarity दे रहा हूँ. Let's say where is material? It is in buyer's world. Where are original documents? It is with you. Buyer material नहीं छोड़ा सकता. Where are documents? It is in the world of buyers. then they can get the material for themselves. So that is called BL, copy of BL, and if it is going through air, it's airwayable. So something which I want to bring forth in your notice. Thank you for listening and thank you for your patience. Next is kindly write down certificate of origin. Certificate of origin means what? ये product की बनावट कहाँ की है? So product is, let's say, make in India. Who will say this? You will say, and then how we will understand that what you are saying is valid since it is global business. So you need to make sure that you are communicating and then you are getting a validation. From where you will get a validation? Please write down in your notebooks. Number 1, Chamber of Commerce. Number 2, DGFT. Number 3, Export Promotion Council. And number 4, which I want you to write down in capital F, capital again F, capital. Fast forward नहीं, freight forward. और उसे डबल टिक कर लीजिए. Certificate of origin means the product is made in India. It's made in India. And you need to get it authorized and validated. Who will assist you? I have shared the list of bodies with you. Also, freight forwarder, they are the best option available for you as a powerful resource and you can take their assistance. Next is insurance certificate. Insurance certificate. See the magic of this business, you even can't send material without insurance being done. जब सर्टिफिकेट मतलब क्या, इंश्योरेंस तो करवा ही लिया ना, और वो मैंडेटरी है, आप चाह करके भी उसको हटा नहीं सकते. And I always, I express my gratitude to God कि कुछ चीजें तो इतनी पावरफुल बनी है जहां पर आप बहुत पावरफुली सेफगार्ड होकर के चलते हैं. ब्रेकेज, डैमेज, थेफ्टिंग, रॉबरी, रातों रात गवर्नमेंट बदलना, आंधी तूफान, एवरीथिंग इज कवर्ड. So now you may say that भगीरथ तो हम वैसे भी करवा दें, but I want to be responsible here. 174 people sitting, my dear entrepreneurs. मुझे हैंड रेस करके जवाब नहीं चाहिए, बट आप प्लीज सिर्फ सुन लेना. अगर हम पब्लिक डोमेन में पूछते हैं कि क्या आपका मेडिक्लेम है, आपका शायद जवाब हाँ भी होगा, ना भी होगा. क्या आपके घर में सबका मेडिक्लेम है? जवाब हाँ भी होगा, ना भी होगा. क्या आपके पास इंश्योरेंस, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस आपने लिया है? आपका जवाब हाँ भी होगा, ना भी होगा. जनरल इंश्योरेंस में घर, गाड़ी, क्या सबका आपने, इनफैक्ट ईएमआई का इंश्योरेंस आपने करवाया है? हो सकता है आपका जवाब हाँ भी हो और ना भी हो. Well, if I turn this conversation and look from the perspective, everybody sitting here, we are the key people in our business and in the family itself. परमात्मा ना करे कभी कुछ ऐसा हो जाए जब नहीं है तो घर कैसे चलेगा? That's where insurance is very important. Number 2, मेडिक्लेम में हमने ये भी देखा है, शायद कॉन्वर्सेशन मिस हो गया और भगवान ना करे कभी कोई डिजीज हो गए तो हमने अच्छी फैमिलीज को बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन जाते हुए भी देखा है. मेरे पास कोई इंश्योरेंस कंपनी नहीं है, ना ही मैं कोई इंश्योरेंस एजेंट हूं, ना ही भविष्य में मैं कोई ऐसा वेंचर क्रिएट करने वाला. बट आई जस्ट वांटेड टू मेक श्योर आई एम सिटिंग इन अ पब्लिक डोमेन विद माय सुपर हीरोज. 175 पीपल सिटिंग हियर. आप सब पर आपका परिवार निर्भर है और आपके परिवार पर आप निर्भर हैं. मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है अपने टू डू लिस्ट में लिख लेना, अगर कोई भी चीज इसमें से बाकी रह गई हो प्लीज करवा लीजिए. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर लिसनिंग. थैंक गॉड ये एक्सपोर्ट में आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं है, ताकि आप चाह करके भी या भूल करके भी ऐसी गलतियां नहीं करते. सो इंश्योरेंस सर्टिफिकेट, अगेन हु विल असिस्ट यू इन दिस प्रोसेस एज आई शेयर्ड ऑलरेडी, योर फ्रेट फॉरवर्ड. नेक्स्ट इज VGM, वेरीफाइड ग्रॉस मास. वेरीफाइड ग्रॉस मास, VGM. आप बैठे हैं एक जगह, मटेरियल लोडेड, लेकर जाएंगे, अनलोड करेंगे, वजन करेंगे, वापस लोड करेंगे, लेके जाएंगे, वो भी लिखेंगे, एवरीथिंग थ्रू फ्रेट फॉरवर्ड. वर्ल्ड ऑफ सर्टिफिकेशन, आई वांट टू राइट डाउन 3 स्टेप्स फॉर द वर्ल्ड ऑफ सर्टिफिकेशन. स्टेप नंबर 1, फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर इनटू ब्रैकेट कंसल्टेंट. स्टेप नंबर 2, चार्जेस एंड कॉस्टिंग. Step number 3, duration and validity. Now I want to communicate something over here which is very important. Once we talk about certification, there are many certificates in this business. Let's say if you create a checklist and if you will invest money, it is not advisable right this point of time to do this. So what is happening? You are sitting with your buyer, and if buyer is asking any kind of certificate, you have to just approach to your freight forwarder. Number one, they will do it for you. If not, they will connect the consultant with you. Now you need to be very clear क्या charges हैं और कितना duration में बन के आ जाएगा, followed by क्या validity है. Because anything which you are adding here will be calculated in the costing itself. Let's say if it is not needed, आप अभी बना के रखते हैं and everything comes with a validity, आपका investment dead investment में हो जाए. Coming to another point from the world of certification, there are two things which I want to bring forth in you since in the public domain we are here. There are products which require certificate which are mandatory in nature. I want you to write down Export Promotion Council for that. Export Promotion Council. Let's say you are coming here and you are willing to export pharmaceuticals. तो pharmaceutical product में कौन-कौन से certification और licenses लगते हैं? Country wise, you can speak to respected sir or ma'am in Export Promotion Council as per yesterday's assignment. In fact, people interested in agro commodities, आप जब agri products में export करते हैं, let's say pesticides की मात्रा, country to country अलग होती है, वो भी आपको Export Promotion Council से पता चल जाता है. Now this is something which I want to make sure that you are also aware about saying. Coming to the point of certification. Let's say you are exporting a product and which is cosmetic. Now you are exporting a cosmetic product. You and your team is pitching to the buyer's world. You got a confirmation from buyer. Buyer is interested to get a product from you. While this entire dealing, you got a confirmation and now he's placing order. The day he was placing order, he make a call and he asked you one thing, which is, do you have a certificate called halal? And you will be shocked. At the same time, you will be surprised. Cosmetic में halal certification का क्या connection? Now for you, it comes nowhere. But for them in their country, जो भी चीजों का वो सेवन करते हैं, उसमें उन्हें halal certificate required है. So here, number one, you can feel stuck. Number two, you can just communicate with your freight forwarder. Either they will help you out to proceed or they will recommend you to the consultant. Your job is to say yes to the buyer, having clarity of कितने दिनों में काम हो जाएगा. There is no to the buyer. That's something which I want to bring forward. Another thing which I want to draw your attention on this. Let's say you are speaking with a buyer and it's always a buyer's perspective. They are very clear the kind of standardization they are interested in their business. Now what is buyer's perspective? Buyer's perspective, I want to make you understand in a simplest way. We are 173 people sitting here. What are you doing? You are taking notes. कैसे notes बना रहे हो? You are using a pen. The cost of the pen is 5,000 rupees, 500 rupees, 50 rupees, 5 rupees, or let's say use and throw. It's every individual's perspective. If I'll take this example to another level. Let's say you are entering into the business. You may have a clarity about Bhagirath, advance में काम करेंगे, अच्छे products में काम करेंगे, बाद में credit भी करेंगे, but हम लोग clear है, we will only export branded products. Now that is your perspective. Your another perspective could be Bhagirath, पवित्र कर्मा करने, buyer को सेवा देनी है, सच्चाई से काम करना है, मुट्ठी पर buyer चाहिए, पैसे बनाने, brand से हमें लेना देना नहीं. That could be your perspective because it's your individual person. So now, same goes with the buyer. You don't need to feel or experience being lost. Connect with your freight forwarder, get things done, and proceed with buyer. I want to give you a video of world of freight forwarders. And also I want to share with you here, I want to give you a video which is world of certification. So I'm sitting with somebody who's running one of the top 10 laboratory of India. They are working for government, they are working for exporter. And it's 35-minute video. और मैंने उन्हें पूछा है सर्टिफिकेशंस कैसे बनते हैं, कितना समय लगता है, क्या कॉस्ट लगती है, अप्रोच कैसे किया जाए, which also includes FSSAI, which also includes nutritional values, which also includes all sort of certifications, including lab testing. And I want to send this video to you. Now since here we are ending our session at 6:30, we never make any phone calls, we never hurt anybody's privacy. In fact, we don't send any of the message without your alignment. All I want is, if you are interested to receive this video and you want to upgrade your more information, you just need to give a validation by raising your hand. That's it. The moment you raise a Zoom hand, it will automatically get your yes. The moment you will not, it will consider as no and then we will never send any of the messages to you. My dear entrepreneurs, since you are sitting here, it's Sunday afternoon, आप ये भी बोल सकते हो भगीरथ सीखना नहीं होता तो संडे की दोपहर बिगाड़ के इधर थोड़ी ना आते. Trust me guys, I also respect that. But since Facebook now having this WhatsApp, they are highly, very much clear about the kind of experience they want to their clients. And we all are their clients if we are using the WhatsApp, and they care very much about it. So they don't allow to send any of the messages without their prior permission. And जैसे हमें समझ में आया, हमने पूछना शुरू किया और वास्तविकता कुछ ऐसे बाहर आई. 174 लोग हैं हम लोग यहाँ पर, उसमें से 97 लोगों ने हैंड रेज दिया. That's the reason we need to ask. Otherwise पूछना क्या है इसमें? 70 लोगों ने हैंड रेज नहीं दिया. So जिन्होंने हैंड रेज दिया है आपको एक ही बार थैंक यू. जिन्होंने हैंड रेज नहीं दिया है आपको 2 बार थैंक यू. पहला थैंक यू इसीलिए वी गॉट योर कम्युनिकेशन. दूसरा थैंक यू इसीलिए नहीं तो फेसबुक हमारा बंद कर देता है अकाउंट कि आप क्यों किसी को स्पैमिंग कर. राइट, तो 115 पीपल आप लोगों ने हैंड रेज किया, वी विल डेफिनेटली सेंड इट टू यू. एंड रेस्ट 60 पीपल वी गॉट योर कम्युनिकेशन लाउड एंड क्लियर, वी विल नॉट हर्ट योर प्राइवेसी. थैंक यू वेरी मच. That was from the world of certification. Now what you are listening is something which is like wow. What is that wow? Boss order ही लेके आना है, फिर तो freight forwarder काम करते हैं. So our job is to make sure we need to have a correct freight forwarder. The moment you are done, your transportation, documentation, logistics, everything is taken care of. And then what is happening? You are implementing, which is the need of your business, and you are managing your consistency. This gentleman, amazing, extraordinary human being, into multiple businesses. One of the companies, construction company, associated with us. He's our one of the mentorship case study. Selected the product, went to a different state. वहां से प्रोडक्ट प्रोक्योर किया. प्रोक्योर करने के बाद मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट से इस प्रकार की सेवाएं देखिए फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर से मिलती हैं. ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ पैकेजिंग, इंस्पेक्शन, एवरीथिंग इज डन. इनफैक्ट ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑल्सो. जब आप पहले की 2 इमेजेस देखेंगे, शाम को स्टार्ट हुआ था फिलअप करना, and it was late evening. You can see images which are late evening here. ये सारा का सारा प्रोसेस एक जगह से आपका हो जाता है. Respected entrepreneurs, मटेरियल जब लोड होता है, one of our participant who exported multiple shipments, consignments on advance payments with profit percentage which is 40%. I will share his case study later, but they have sent a raw video to us. Once you implement, you are also part of this ecosystem. आप चाहो या नहीं चाहो, बहुत सारे लोगों के घर का रोजी रोटी का और केंद्र बनते हैं आप. मतलब इट्स लाइक दैट पवित्र कर्मा वन कैन एक्सपेक्ट. आई जस्ट वांटेड टू गिव यू एन आइडिया हाउ इट लुक्स लाइक. दिस इज वेरी रॉ वीडियो. आई विल बी जस्ट मेकिंग श्योर. That's how it looks like. And just remember the color of the t-shirt. थोड़ी देर के बाद आपको वीडियो भी दिखाऊंगा. 40% मार्जिन में, एडवांस पेमेंट्स में, मल्टीपल शिपमेंट्स भेजें. The point is you are sitting at your office, you are having sip of coffee, and then you are managing your communications with buyers, you are managing communication with your team. But यहाँ पर आप बहुत सारे लोगों के लिए रोजगार का केंद्र बनते हैं, because that's how you are moving ahead. Next is pricing. I want to give you a complete clarity on pricing. क्या-क्या चीजें आपको include करनी होती हैं calculation में. And once you are communicating with your buyer, you are very clear. Within 5 minutes, you can give pricing immediately to the buyer. First, let's understand the world of calculation. So kindly write down all the pointers. Number 1, cost of cargo. Material का जो कीमत है वो. Number 2, cost of packaging, inner, outer, and customization. I'll repeat: inner, outer, and customization. Now let's say you are interested to export pickles and you have a packing called PET jar. Buyer is interested in the jar which is used from, the packing is done in the glass material. Please don't say no to them. Understand the requirement. Anyways, it is going in the world of costing. For sure, initially it may take some time, but if you are serving clients into the world of customization, you will get repeat orders for sure. Also, your profits will be great. Your profit will be going high. Because usually what happens is once the buyer is demanding world of customization, काफी एंटरप्रेन्योर उन्हें निग्लेक्ट कर लेते हैं क्योंकि उनके लिए मैनेज नहीं होता है, तो वो छोड़ देते हैं. जब कस्टमाइजेशन की बारी आती है, फ्रंट फुट पर रह करके खेलिए. पैकेजिंग में इनर, आउटर एंड कस्टमाइजेशन ऑल इंक्लूडेड. Next is very important point, factory to port transportation. Let's say you are in Delhi and you are using port which is Mundra port, Mumbai. Let's say you are in Odisha and then you are procuring material from Ludhiana. So whatever port is available, your freight forwarder will guide it to you. The point is the cost involved over here, which is transportation from factory to port, is included here. Also, please write down inspection charges. What is inspection and what are charges? So basically, we have heard a conversation usually in open market that buyer container नहीं छोड़ा था, हमने मटेरियल सही भेजा था, बायर ने कहा कि वो मटेरियल अलग है और इसीलिए वो मटेरियल एक्सेप्ट करने से मना। आप में से कितने लोगों ने ऐसा सुना है और आपने सुना है और आपको डर बैठ गया? If your answer is yes, can I have your validation on the Zoom? Because this is very common conversation entrepreneur feel. See, it's not that हमारे भारत देश से एक्सपोर्ट क्यों नहीं होता है? One of the reason is there is a wrong information, and in fact the deeper impact of the wrong information is people have a negative aspect to export. Call पैसा डूब जाता है, मटेरियल में रिजेक्शन आता है. But the fact is something else. From today onwards, आपका कभी भी नुकसान नहीं होगा, आपके इर्द गिर्द किसी का नुकसान नहीं होगा, बिकॉज आपको प्रोसेस की सारी जानकारियां आ चुकी हैं. What is inspection? Once your material is ready, let's say you are procuring it from a manufacturer, or you yourself is somebody who's a manufacturer, or you are doing this work in the joint venture. Your material is loaded and it is dispatched from India. You will request your freight forwarder inspection करवाना. जैसे ही inspection का request देंगे, inspectors आएंगे, material check करेंगे, and then they will see what is there in the invoice and actually what is the quantity and what is the product. Once they see everything is done, they will validate it. You will get a certificate which is given by these authorities, and the certificate, the validity of the certificate is that they are authorized worldwide. तो आपका जो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन का लिस्ट है उसमें इंस्पेक्शन सर्टिफिकेट ऐड हो जाए. अब आती है कॉस्टिंग की बात. जब आप अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ कैफे में बैठते हैं तो जो बिल पे करते हैं उतना ही चार्ज लगता है. दैट्स इट. बहुत बेसिक है और नेग्लिजिबल है. आपको वो भी छोड़ना नहीं है क्योंकि वो वैसे भी कॉस्टिंग में इंक्लूड हो जाता है. नाउ द मोमेंट यू आर गेटिंग थिंग्स डन एंड यू आर सेंडिंग टू द बायर, बायर कभी भी मना नहीं करेंगे. बायर ये नहीं कहेगा कि आपने मटेरियल जो भेजा है वो अलग है या वो गलत. Hence now you have a complete freedom. Okay, inspection agencies are there, inspector will come, they will check and then it is organized. Buyer कभी भी आपके साथ इस तरीके से धोखाधड़ी या ये सब नहीं कर सकते. For how many of you this is moment of relief? This will give you a ground reality once you are procuring from manufacturer. आपको शायद 3 या 4 चीजें पता हैं, बट जब वो प्रोसेस को फॉलो करते हैं सारी चीजें टेकन केयर ऑफ. Thank you very much for acknowledging this part. Fabulous. Thank you. Anyways, charges भी इसमें include होते हैं, so you don't need to worry. Next is custom clearance charges and freight forwarder charges. Custom clearance and freight forwarder charges. To communicate with your buyer immediately. Now, why immediately? Let's understand the scenario. What are the potential scenarios? You are participating in exhibition, you are displaying your product. Buyer is asking for pricing, आपको immediate pricing देना है. You are sitting on a Zoom call, buyer is asking for price, you have to give price immediately. On email, you will get a reply, kindly share the pricing. On call with your team or with you, the buyer is ready and now is asking for price. On a portal, there is an inquiry which is asking price. On social media chats, there is a buyer with you asking for the price. People using communication skills on top-notch level. Let's say you started in a flight, and next to you there is a buyer. Once flight is landed, you converted him into the customer, because we have one of the India's leading bank and national head of one of the department. He's our participant, and in fact, we have witnessed these kind of stages, even case studies. So here, how you will be giving pricing to them is very specific. You need to give pricing within 5 minutes. How you have to give, you need to be very clear. The pricing which you are sharing with them is the universal price. What does that mean? First, I want you to write down in your notebooks. Also, I want you to please take a picture of this. X factory cost plus profit is equal to X factory price. Let's say X factory cost. What is the cost? 100 rupees. What is profit? 10 rupees or 20 rupees, 30 rupees or say 100 rupees. Whatever total will come, this is X factory price. Now before you quote any of the price, from where you will get a clarity कि boss यही सही pricing है. The answer is port data. See, it is not a motivational talk. It's not a motivational conversation. Everything is ground reality. So from port data, you already know now that ये price पे material जा रहा है, and then you are creating the conversation in and around with the pricing which you actually saw as a black and white. Now here I want to write down few pointers. Number one, pricing in US dollars only. वो क्या है ना, अभी भी थोड़ा बहुत फिरंगी लोगों का दादागिरी चलता है, बट अभी आप लोग आ गए हैं तो soon there will be a conversation which is universal everywhere in rupees. पहले एक्सपोर्ट नहीं होता था, अभी अच्छा हो रहा है और आने वाले समय में और अच्छा हो जाएगा. बट टिल देन अभी भी प्लीज प्राइसिंग इन डॉलर्स, ब्रैकेट में लिख लीजिए बैंकर. नाउ व्हाट डज दैट मीन? प्राइसिंग इन डॉलर्स, एवरी डे अलग अलग प्राइसिंग होती है, कभी कभी प्रोडक्ट के प्राइसिंग भी चेंज होते हैं. तो आप जब प्राइस देते हैं यहाँ पे आप डॉलर्स में दे रहे हैं, तो आप किसी मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन से या वेबसाइट से प्लीज मत उठाइएगा. नो मोर दिस काइंड ऑफ अनवांटेड कॉन्वर्सेशन और wasting your time and energy on social media or something else. Actual ecosystem and a roadmap. You will connect with your bank manager, sir or ma'am, check the pricing with them, and then you can give pricing accordingly. So first is pricing in dollars only. Second line, please write down as on today dollar is equal to dash rupees. The game is about transparency. There's nothing here. At the same time, once you give the statement to the buyer, you are clear that you have mentioned the date in the pricing, in the email or in the message or in any of the format, and then buyer also knows this कि ये आज की डेट का प्राइस है और उसमें डॉलर और रुपये का कन्वर्जन आपने ये दिया हुआ है. Let's say 3 months later buyer will give you order, or 3 weeks later buyer will give you order. In fact, it will also happen, you will experience, it may happen with you, that after a year buyer will come to you. So then that's where there is no quarreling, there's no space for disputes. आपने dates के साथ दिया हुआ है detail. Now once you give this price to the buyer, this is something which is X factory price, जिसे कहा जाता है यहाँ से लेके जाओ. Now in a moment I will be sharing with you the world of Incoterms, तो आपको और clarity आ जाएगी. But I want to bring forth here the right communication in your, in your this ecosystem and notes which you are taking. आपको buyer को 2 question पूछने हैं post you give the X factory price, and I want you to write down in your notebooks. Let's say you give X factory price. Now buyer is in communication with you, he or she is interested to purchase from you. You have to ask question number 1, please write down quantity. आपको कितना quantity चाहिए? Question number 2, destination port. It's not only destination, it's destination port. If I'll say destination India, where in India? Kandla, Nhava Sheva, Hazira, it's like that. So port to port prices vary करता है. So it's very important for you to ask to the buyer. Number 1, quantity, so that you are now clear that quantity will be exported through courier or it's a parcel, so that even in the container which is called LCL, less than container load, or full container load which is called FCL, then you can communicate with your freight forwarder and जो भी costing उसमें add होती है वो ऐड करके you can share it with your buyer. So you need to be very clear, 2 things. Number 1, destination port, and number 2, the quantity. Post that you continue the journey with your buyer in a very powerful way. So X factory cost is that something which is universal in nature and it's easy for you to calculate, and you can give pricing in US dollars. Post that, follow the process and make sure that you are in communication with your buyers. Now buyers will ask about the pricing. It's not mandatory that they will buy immediately. There are chances they will say no. There are chances they will say yes. Something which is in your world, in your control. Something which is in your world and not in your control. So what is that which is not in your control? Ocean freights. Charges change होते रहते. Something which is not in your control. Dollar का price ups and downs. Something which is not in your control. कल शायद आपका team आपके ऑफिस में नहीं है. Something which is not in your control, technology का breakdown. Something which is not in your control, you are willing to participate और घर के दरवाजे पर doorbell बजा और कोई guest आए हैं. See, there are 2 things, something which is in your control and something which is not in your control. What is in your control, you are responsible for that, and please make sure that you encourage yourself to move ahead what is in your control. What is that? Speaking to the banker and getting the pricing from the conversation, about the conversations. Speaking to the freight forwarder and getting the correct prices. Reaching to the buyer irrespective of what are the responses from them, either say yes or no. So this kind of to-do list you need to have, and I will be sharing with you your actionable access so that you can write down in your notebook as your to-do. The point is, it's not about implementing kuch bhi. You need to be very clear, very accurate. What you are managing is your consistency in what is something you are implementing is highly effective. This gentleman, respected sir, one of an amazing player, CEO of one of the leading company. He turned as an exporter associated with us. Once we had this podcast with them, his partner, she is here in the podcast and they were participating in exhibition.
आगे बुक चलता है इसका क्लियर है लेकिन इसे आगे कैसे बढ़ पाए क्योंकि नाम एक डरावना सा नाम लगता है अगर जिसको इसके बारे में कुछ भी आइडिया नहीं है और इसके लिए बहुत बड़ा एजुकेशन की भी जरूरत है कि आपका ऐसा कॉन्टैक्ट हो वैसा कॉन्टैक्ट हो इंटरनेशनल एक्सपोजर हो आई वाज encouraged by your classes sir. Dr. trying to search which product should I quote.
It's an honor to have you here in India and especially in this podcast where you are participating.
The product which he exported is tires. There's limitless opportunities, my dear entrepreneurs. Please make sure that you set your equation and then you are working on an equation which is turnover and profit, and then you only need few buyers to fulfill your goals, because that's where you will implement and manage your consistency in a proper way. Respected sir, one of the leading industrialists of our nation.
तो अगर हमने क्रैक करा था तो उसमें हमने 30% एडवांस एंड रेस्ट बिफोर डिस्पैच मींस 100% एडवांस के बाद ही डिस्पैच किया था. वहाँ मेंटोर में बेसिकली चाह रहा था कि कोई ऐसे नहीं है एक्सपोर्ट बिजनेस के लिए गाइड करे, तो वहाँ से जब मेरे को कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हुए तो वहाँ से जब मैंने ये जर्नी स्टार्ट की. फर्स्ट
They send multiple shipments in various countries, and he's one of those. He have 300 plus people in his company. Now coming to the Incoterms, I'll make you understand. There are several touch points. पहले आप वो सुन लीजिए, मैं स्क्रीन पे दिखाऊंगा. आप नहीं लिखिएगा, it is not required. But what is required is you to pay attention, because anyways your freight forwarder will help you out. So I just wanted to educate you what are the several touch points which you need to consider. Let's say from your world, export packaging, loading charges, delivery to port charges, any duties which includes export duty or taxes or custom clearance, original terminal handling charges, my respected entrepreneur, loading charges, freight charges as well as insurances. आपके जगह से बायर के जगह तक जाने में यहाँ तक 50% टच पॉइंट्स होते हैं. मटेरियल लोड होके चला जाता है. नाउ डेस्टिनेशन, बायर के वर्ल्ड में डेस्टिनेशन, हैंडलिंग टर्मिनल चार्जेस, डिलीवरी to destination उसके charges, unloading charges, import duty, any taxes or any sort of custom clearance there, these all are included. So from your world to buyer's world, there are several touch points. Point number one. Point number two, every touch points have expenses involved in this. So now the question is, who will pay what? It is covered under something called Incoterms. Now I want you to take notes. Incoterms कौन-कौन से हैं, कितने प्रकार के? The first Incoterm is, please write down X factory, which is called EXW works. X factory. This is universal in nature. You can communicate immediately to the buyer. And also I want you to double tick this, because this is the safest Incoterms and easiest one. कुछ खटपटी नहीं, आपके यहाँ से मटेरियल लेके गए, that's it. Now from here, जो भी Incoterms में buyer demand करते हैं, you need an assistance from your freight forwarder. Why? Because you don't have any clue कितना चार्ज ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का लगेगा, कितना चार्ज वेसल का लगेगा, कितना चार्ज बायर की कंट्री में टैक्सेशन का लगेगा. इट इज नॉट योर वर्क, योर वर्क इज समथिंग एल्स. व्हाट इज दैट? दैट इज मैनेजिंग योर प्रोडक्ट, procurement, sales and management part. So here you need in every Incoterms support from your freight forwarder. Further Incoterms are, please take notes, FOB which is free on board, port तक भेजने का खर्चा free on board which is still port. और वहां तक भेजने का खर्चा बायर फिर वहां से खुद लेके जाएंगे. उसके बाद प्लीज लिखिए CFR, which includes cost and freight charges. So your cost, which is your billing and freight charges. Again here, you will speak with your freight forwarder. You will share the quantity of your product, the product itself, and then they will give you an entire clarity about cost involved in this. And then you will give CFR price to the buyer. Next is CIF, which includes cost, insurance, and freight charges. You will speak to your freight forwarder. You will share your product. You will share the quantity, and you will say that buyer is looking for CIF prices. They will give you CIF prices. You have to communicate that same to the buyer. Also write down DAP, which is delivered at place. Let's say the moment you are ordering in Amazon or Flipkart, what is happening? Somebody coming to your door and then the parcel is delivered to you. Now if you understand the back-end operation from this perspective, आपके यहाँ पर कोई टोल टैक्सेस है, वो भी पार्सल में कॉस्ट में इंक्लूड होकर के आया है. प्रोबेबली आपको मालूम है या नहीं मालूम है, सेपरेट पार्ट. डिलीवर्ड एट प्लेस इन एक्सपोर्ट मींस बायर के कंट्री में, उनके स्टेट में, इन देयर सिटी. In fact, all those taxes are included. Who will guide it to you? Your freight forwarder. So what you will share with them? The quantity, the product, the destination, and they will give you the entire pricing, and then you can share it with your buyer. That's called DAP, delivered at place. Now I want you to pick two things. One is X factory, double tick कर लीजिए, and CIF इसे double tick कर लीजिए. ये दो usual इनको terms हैं which are highly used in import-export business. Other than this, buyer demand anything. Anyway, charges are bared by buyer. So you don't need to worry. Your job is to serve them, to assist them, and then please make sure you connect with your freight forwarder and proceed. Now here I want you to put yourself into a situation, and I want you to give me a response like yesterday we did, and everybody will see everybody's answers. What let's do this. Okay, so let's say you'll be giving me answer like this. If your answer is option number 1, तो आप ऐसे बताएंगे, and option number 2, तो आप ऐसे बताएंगे. Let's say you are in a situation, you got an order. Buyer is saying that मुझे CIF price दे दो. What you did, you communicated to your freight forwarder. Freight forwarder given you the entire details, checklist, and prices. You communicated same to your buyer. That is option number 1. Option number 2 is you communicated with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freight forwarder, out of which one was not able to deliver on time the quotations what you're looking for. 4 people gave you quotations. You verify and you choose which is the right option, and then you send it to your buyer. Give me an answer. What will you choose? 1 or 2? Like this on the screen. My respected entrepreneurs, please make sure that you complete your foundation work before you enter into the sales. See what will happen, we all are very much aggressive in nature. Once we get clarity, immediately we will start taking action. Let's say you are sitting with a buyer, since you got to know mail भेजना है, आज तो funnel भी बनवाऊंगा, सारी clarity दे दूँ. And then if you are not managing your back-end operations, if your preparation is weak, there are high chances you will not crack the order, you will not get the deal. Why? One of the reason is आपके पास multiple option नहीं है. You had only one price, and then knowingly or unknowingly, if the prices are high, deal नहीं होगा. आप कहेंगे मुझे मुनाफा नहीं चाहिए. मैं तो एक्सपीरियंस करने के लिए भी एक बार एक्सपोर्ट कैसे करते हैं, कंटेनर भेजना चाहता हूं या चाहती हूं, बट जाने अनजाने अगर प्राइसिंग ज्यादा हो गए, माय डियर एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, ये नहीं होगा. Okay, is there any application to check the prices? Listen carefully. Answer is no. Why? Ocean freights every time changes होते हैं, and I want to give you a surprising experience. This probably will give you a wow factor also. At times you will also experience, if you are sending material, if you are exporting material from India, at times there are minus freight charges also. What does that mean? आप जब मटेरियल भेजोगे ना, तो आपको सामने से पैसे दिए जाएंगे कि हमारे वेसल में आप भेजो. That is called minus freight charges. That is also possible. So please make sure that you are following the process. This is very important. Now you may have a question called freight forwarder कहाँ से मिलेगा? So I will be giving you all this in the roadmap, and then you can take notes and you can start working. But additionally, I want to help you by making you understand there are two different worlds. One is freight forwarder and another is custom house agent, which take care of custom clearance. So can custom CHA and freight forwarder, क्या ऐसा हो सकता है दोनों एक हो? Answer is yes and answer is no. It's their choice, their perspective. One of my friend, one of the leading CHA and freight forwarder based out of Mumbai, they also run an international courier company. उनके लिए ऐसा है कि one stop solution for everything. See, ideas and expression of ideas into like execution, there are different words. But for you, it is very important to understand कि आप freight forwarder को जब approach करते हैं, what kind of support you will get, what is the difference between CHA and freight forwarder. We have created a podcast and it is of 35 minutes. And I want to send it to you today, 7:30 p.m. so that whenever you are free, you can watch, and tomorrow onwards, you can take action. So all I need is a small favor from you by validating saying yes. Like जैसे आर विराट सर ने, निहाल सर ने हैंड रेज दे दिया है, आप प्लीज एक बार हैंड रेज दे दीजिए so that it will consider as a yes, and then you will receive the video today itself. Right? So thank you very much. See, my job is, मतलब आप अगर समय निकाल के बैठो ना, पूरा दिन मैं छोड़ो नहीं आपको, खिलाता पिलाता रहो, समझा दिया, आप बोलेंगे हाँ मैं बोलूंगा, अभी बाहर से बात करो, ऑर्डर बुक करो, बाद में जाओ. Guys, we are that hungry. So I want your energy and your participation. You are here, you are here, you are here. I can make out from your faces, lovely faces, smiling. Thank you. Truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. I also wanted to dismantle something which may be there in the space with all of us, or say few of us. Let's say you may have a concern, Bhagirath, I am based out of a different state and my manufacturer is from a different state, and how this freight forwarder things will work. So I want to dismantle this conversation, not by vocabulary, but by giving you a right case study. But before that, I wanted you to understand pallets. You can see these last two images, आपको दिख रहे हैं यहाँ पर, that is called pallets. This gentleman having his, having flag in his hand, expressing his love for the nation he have. One of the reason he turned as an exporter is this. आप ठीक उनके पीछे देख सकते हैं, there are pallets. ये pallets गाड़ी में, कंटेनर में भरे कैसे जाते हैं, देखिए इस तरीके से जाता है. आपके freight forwarder के द्वारा ये सारी चीजें की जाती हैं. The profile of this gentleman is, he was doing job, working in a chemical company as a chemical engineer, having a dream since childhood to become an, not an exporter but the businessman. और अपने पॉडकास्ट में वो बताते हैं कि सर मुझे माइंड में भी यही आता था, बड़ी बड़े इमारतें दिखती थी, फ्लाइट्स दिखते थे, हाथ में सूटकेस दिखते थे, ब्लेजर पहन के मीटिंग करना दिखता, since childhood. In fact, in his free hours, he was visiting company's export division. We are blessed that we have participants like him in our program, dedicatedly working, turn as an exporter, started getting repeat orders. My dear entrepreneurs, coming to the very powerful point. You can see this is marble product on the screen, and I wanted to add a lot of values where you are to make you understand the world of freight forwarder. See, this is exactly how it look like. Material को filling करना, pallets में convert करना, containers में भर के भेज देना. Now here I want to share a video with you where you will understand, you from a different city and procuring from a different city or a state, and is this possible that freight forwarder will help you out? Answer is yes. How you will do that? I want to share a video with you. One of our participant who is retailer and understood the process, started taking actions, attending weekly sessions. We managed his entire action plan. We gave accountability partners, had it on. He exported 90 plus containers. In fact, ये आपको पेमेंट टर्म्स में भी क्लैरिटी देगा और वर्ल्ड ऑफ फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर में भी आपको समझने में आसानी हो जाएगी. जस्ट फ्यू सेकंड्स.
इसे लेकर अभी तक कितने शिपमेंट्स आपने भेजे हैं और कितने कंटेनर्स भेजे?
मेरा ऑलमोस्ट 60 to 65 शिपमेंट्स हो चुके हैं और 100 के आसपास में कंटेनर पे पहुंचा हूं. मैं एग्जैक्ट नंबर नहीं गिने बट 90 प्लस मैंने टोटल 9 कंट्री में काम किया है. फैबुलस.
Just a retailer, guys. Assume, like imagine what one can go through once you have a right kind of information and a right action plan.
क्या पेमेंट टर्म्स पे काम कर रहे हो?
जी 90% मेरा पेमेंट कंडीशन एडवांस ही है. वही कम दे दो, एडवांस दो. बाहर मुझे शुरू में पैसा दे रहा है, सप्लायर के पास वो माल पड़ा है, वो बेंगलुरु में बैठा है.
Just get this.
और वो पार्टी बोलती सप्लायर के पास वो माल पड़ा है, बाहर मुझे शुरू में पैसा दे रहा है, सप्लायर के पास वो माल पड़ा है, वो बेंगलुरु में बैठा है. और वो पार्टी बोलती है मुझे तो चेन्नई एयरपोर्ट पे माल चाहिए.
That is what it is possible. All you have to manage communication with your freight forwarder. Coming to payments terms and conditions, heading में दे दीजिए payment terms and conditions. And let's go step by step. First is kindly write down advance payment. In advance, I want you to write down A and B. What is A? Please write down 100% advance payments. And B, advance in two parts, which is 30% along with order, 70% before dispatch. So you can write down 30-70 or 50-50 or 40-60 or 60-40, like that. What does advance means? You receive in your account. Acknowledgement from your bank, not a screenshot from your buyer, right? So once you had a screenshot from your buyer, celebrate with us also. You are an exporter now, but the moment you confirm it from your banker, then you can proceed and you can dispatch the material. Okay, before I go to the next point, if I keep on sharing content, you will get an information, but I want you to take action from tomorrow and onwards. So for that, you need to have a trigger moment. And what is right now in your world, a concern could be, or maybe, I'm a beginner, मेरे को buyer advance payment कैसे देगा? How many of you are into this board? Can you please give me handers on the Zoom? You may have a concern, भागीरथ जी हम तो manufacturer हैं, हमको यहीं पे advance नहीं मिलता है. How can somebody from different country will submit the advance payment? If that is the case, please give me hands on the screen. In fact, you can also give me hand raise if you have a concern. मैं ही नहीं दूंगा advance payment किसी को ऐसे, तो कोई मुझे कैसे दे? I can make out from your faces, guys. Lot of laughter around, huh? Thank you very much for raising hands in abundance, and thank you for allowing me to give you a valuable conversation here with reference to case studies, so that I can help you out to, dismantle this belief. First of all, let's understand in a practical way. There is a country very powerful in global business. कुछ भी मंगवाना है ना, पहले पैसा बाद में मटेरियल. सैंपल मंगवाओगे ना, तो सैंपल के चार्जेस ज्यादा ले लेंगे और ये कहेंगे, once you will place order, I will minus those extra stuff from you. You put your negotiation skill on the stage, you will never win. Only advance payment. तो कंट्री तो बहुत वैल्यूएबल होगा, हाईली वैल्यू लाइक मॉरल्स. हाँ, वर्ल्ड वाइड वायरस फैलाने का काम किया. ओ, तो कम्युनिकेशन पावर बहुत पावरफुल होगा. यस, ऑफ कोर्स इंग्लिश इज ओनली अवेलेबल टिल एयरपोर्ट. उसके बाद आपको ट्रांसलेटर चाहिए, उनको समझ में नहीं आता है. And you are like, I don't know English, how will I start export? They don't care about English language. They only care about the business. Let buyer take care about the translator once they are visiting the country. Oh, is it? They must be something, high in their other values as an individual. हाँ, मेंढक खाते रहते. What? I'm not saying this, बाबा वो कर रहे हैं. The difference is, guys, what is the difference? The difference is they are clear. पहले पैसा बाद में मटेरियल. यहां पर क्लैरिटी क्या है? हमको कोई एडवांस पेमेंट कैसे देगा? And guys, this is the irony. We have heard very commonly from the people around. In fact, in the mentorship program, we also deal this with participants in the level first stage. Once they see what we do, we make sure that your foundation is done, and then you come into the sales. We also make them understand in detail. But I want to make you understand here. See, guys, be very clear. You have to design your own payment and terms. That's the only window, it's yours. Let's not go into the world of buyer and customize according to their payment and terms. Don't do this. Well, if you are doing this, I encourage you to please make sure to manage the risk involved in this. And how you will do this, I'll be even guiding you that. So, communication number one. Does this mean कि आपको सिर्फ एडवांस में करना चाहिए? Answer is no. You can offer credit also, I don't mind. But what I mind is you doing directly into the credit minus managing risk involved in this. So I'll be giving you now and onwards for next few minutes a complete clarity on other payment terms also and how safely you can do the transactions. But here, as far as advance is concerned, start demanding advance payments to buyer. It's only you coming in the picture as a barrier by not putting demand on the buyers for advance payment. See, mentorship program में तो हम काम करवा के लेते हैं. Everybody sitting here, हर कोई mentorship में आता है. Answer is no. It's your choice. See, that's the reason we don't have any team to follow you. Once you are ready, you will choose the right person for you, right organization for you. But what we do there, we make sure that you are following the practice. This gentleman, listen to the case study.
Aman bhai, since this business is very big, buyer, international, 23-year-old guy based in Delhi, no manufacturing background. First shipment, 4 container advance. Second shipment, 11 container.
First shipment, he got an advance payment, 4 container. Second shipment, 11 container advance payment. कोई family का background नहीं है business का, ना export का, ना manufacturing का. Such a young champ. How is this possible? It's just possible by demanding straight what is important in your world.
It's on the process. अमन भाई, कोई प्रकार का डर लगना या ऐसे मन में विचार आना, मैं तो बहुत यंग हूँ, या लैंग्वेज या फॉरेन में बात करना या मैन्युफैक्चर नहीं, किसी प्रकार का कोई डर या कोई चैलेंज आपने फेस किया?
सर, डर और चैलेंज हमको स्टार्टिंग में लगा थोड़ा बहुत कि क्या मेरे को वो लोग सीरियसली लेंगे नहीं लेंगे और इसमें मेरे को पेमेंट कैसे होती है, लेकिन सर वो कहते हैं राइट गाइडेंस. मैं हमेशा आपको बात से हमेशा कहूँगा, राइट गाइडेंस आपके पास हमेशा होनी चाहिए. मेरे पास वो राइट गाइडेंस थी जिसकी वजह से मेरा जो डर था वो बिल्कुल खत्म हो चुका था और मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस टॉप हो गया. वो राइट गाइडेंस सर आपने मेरे को.
Okay, a straight question to you all. Yesterday you were here, you were skeptical about export. You were unclear about export. The moment you got right information, you're taking notes. आप में से कितने लोग agree करेंगे? Your confidence is like top of the world about export. If your answer is yes, can I have your hand raises? Why? The excess is you got a right information, followed by a few case studies. If you'll continuously put yourself into this practice, my dear entrepreneur, you will be that exporter. In fact, you will be that super serial exporter. Why? Because the first thing first, you need to have a right information. I want to share with you a relevant case study about a gentleman who was struggling to pay fees of our mentorship program, started working with us, selected the product, reaching to the buyers, advance payments में काम करना, 14 crore rupees का business किया, and now he formed the private limited company. The product is this. He is the person headed on sending multiple shipments, everything in advance payments.
0 से लेकर 14 करोड़ प्लस टर्नओवर किया आपने. इसमें आपका कौन-कौन से पेमेंट टर्म्स पे आपने काम किया?
मैक्सिमम पेमेंट पर हमने 100% एडवांस में काम किया.
Why I am sharing this? See, tomorrow and onwards, there are two choices. One is for sure you will continue with us, and another is also for sure you will continue at your own. Whatever choice is yours, but you have to be clear, it's your journey. Start demanding advance payments. You will never stop yourself. I want to also share with you a quick conversation about this gentleman. He is one of those, he belongs from a Siliguri के आगे से, मतलब एक ऐसे इंटीरियर से आते हैं, almost भूटान के बॉर्डर से, जहां पर कनेक्टिविटी इश्यूज हैं. He was working in a bank. Later he understood that he wants to grow in his life. He joined some insurance company. Due to that remote area, he didn't form, he didn't post those breakthrough result. Later he started an electrical shop in wholesale and retail. He generated good business, but due to great relationship with everyone around in that particular remote area, was not able to get payments on times. He received, one of our, advertisement on the Facebook, recommendation from his friend, attended the workshop, joined our program, did this business in joint venture. Now what happens is, he started doing this business. He selected a product, एक राज्य से, border से, दूसरे राज्य में joint venture किया, पहला shipment भेजा, दूसरा shipment भेजा, तीसरा shipment भेजा. In fact, the first shipment sent, manufacturer sponsored his travel, entire allowances, air ticket and everything. Container के साथ खड़े रहकर photo click करवा. And then he started his journey. Outcome is land खरीदा. Outcome is गाड़ी खरीदी. Outcome is ममा के नाम से नया कंपनी बनाया. इनके पापा क्या करते हैं, ये पॉडकास्ट में कहते हैं, they come from a labor background. If I put it in Hindi, मजदूर background. चाय के बागानों में काम करते हैं. Well, कहानी का अंत यहाँ पर नहीं है, ये तो इंटरवल है. Further क्या हुआ? He continued working. One day he was taking his father to a trip, and he said, "Dad, I want to sign an agreement." अब बेटा सेटल हो गया लाइफ में, कमा रहा है, पिताजी तो खुश, क्या ही पूछेंगे. और जिन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी सिर्फ ये काम में निकाली है कि just surviving. जैसे ही फैक्ट्री तक पहुंचते हैं, उनके पिताजी कहते हैं तो अपनी फैक्ट्री आ गई. And from there till the parking, he said, Papa, from today onwards, you are 50% partner in this company. My dear entrepreneurs, that's power of export business. That's the power of export business. These all podcasts are available in our Being Exporter YouTube channel. Why I'm sharing here, जितना भी business इस गांव के लड़के ने किया है ना, सारा advance payments में किया है. Few more seconds for you there.
अभी तक मेरा लगभग 44 सीखने मेरा हुआ है ऐसे, और लगभग 2 कंट्री में भी काम कर रहा हूँ. वो जेरी कराया, और मेरी जो कंपनी है जेरी ओवरसीज, उसका फाउंडर मेरे पापा है, और पापा के द्वारा ही मेरी जेरी और पापा को मैंने बताया कि पापा आप उस कंपनी में काम कर रहे हैं, उस कंपनी का अभी आप 50% के पार्टनर है. वहाँ किसी को विश्वास नहीं हो रहा था कि अरे कैसे होता है, वहाँ पर तो पैसा डूब जाता है, और यहाँ से माल तुम कैसे भेजोगे, विदेश में माल भेजने का बहुत का काम, अंग्रेजी नहीं आती कैसे कर. लेकिन सर मुझे एक ऐसा बिजनेस सेटअप करना था जिसमें मेरा मन नहीं फंसे और मुझे पैसा भी नहीं. बाकी सारे आपने एडवांस पेमेंट्स में काम किया सर, 100% था. अगर 5 रुपए भी दिए रहते तो हम लोग गाड़ी नहीं.
That is something which I want to bring in your notice. Listen about the payment in terms.
सर 100% था. अगर 5 रुपए भी दिए रहते तो हम लोग गाड़ी नहीं.
Are you inspired? How will I know? Yes. Okay, so if the conversation is, yeah, the amazing mechanism we have to produce result, guys, listen. No. The authentic answer is it's about him. We have participants dedicatedly surrender to the system. They follow the process. क्या हम मैजिक कर रहे हैं? नो, ये बिजनेस में मैजिक है. राइट ट्रांजैक्शन को चुनाव करना, कंसिस्टेंसी मैनेज करना, मूव इन द राइट डायरेक्शन एंड देन प्रोसीड. नाउ कमिंग टू द क्रेडिट, प्लीज राइट डाउन इफ यू आर डूइंग बिजनेस इन क्रेडिट. नंबर 1, LCH side. You will receive payment within a week period of time. I'll make you understand what is LC and what is LCH side. So please write down first LCH side. So here what happens is buyer may say that, hey, I don't know you in person. What if I send money and you will not give me the material, which is valid concern for them. For you it could be मैं material भेज दूँ, and what if you will not send money to me, which is again a valid conversation. Now how it looks like on the code. Let's say you can bring banks in between both of you. So you can request buyer, let's do this in LC. So number 1, if you are willing to do business in credit, you can upfront offer buyer letter of credit. You don't have to do anything. Buyer will go to their place, their bank in their country. They will put collateral security. आपके पास से जो मटेरियल मंगवा रहे हैं उससे कई गुना ज्यादा धनराशि collateral security बैंक को दिया होता है, and then bank share the papers to them. Now the moment bank will come in between, they will give the entire documents to him, and then you will receive a copy as a letter of credit, and then you will be like, wow. Why? Because on one hand you receive order, on other hand butterflies are always good. Why? Because I'll let you know. So you will go through the entire document. What will happen? आपको कुछ चीजें समझ में नहीं आएंगी, and you will feel some struggle. You will have a cup of coffee, or you will take a walk, you will speak with your friend, you will put this work aside, and later you will again have this detail with you and you will study. Now you will go through again and thoroughly everything, and you will get to know that आपको समझ में आने वाला भी नहीं है. So please don't put yourself into this struggle. This will happen with you in the near future, and may abundance shower where you are. So this is one of the part in business. So how you will proceed further? Kindly speak with your respected bank manager, sir or ma'am, get the validation, that's all. Share with them, ये LC है, करने जैसा है. They will say, yes, in this country, this bank is done. If not, they will give you the list of the bank in their respective countries, and you can share it with buyer. Within a day, it will be done. Coming to LCH side. What is LCH side? LCH side means the moment you dispatch your material, now since banks are involved here, you are not sending directly documents to the buyer. See, if you dispatch the material and then you will send document to the buyer, स्वाभाविक है वो material छुड़वा लेंगे और हो सकता है आपको पैसे ना मिले. In case of LC, banks are here. So you will submit all the documents to your bank. Your bank will forward documents to buyer's bank. Buyer's bank will check, and then they will release payment to your bank. and your bank will give money in your account. So LCH side means material is in the transit. Let's say it will reach to the destination in 15 days, say 20 days, 25 days, or maybe more than that. इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में कुरियर कितने दिनों में पहुंच जाता है, उंगलियों के इशारों से स्क्रीन पर बताइए. If you are dispatching a courier, number of days required, simplified 5, 4, exactly. Let's say a week period of time. Hence, LCH side within a week. Buyer's bank will give money to your bank, and then your bank will deposit this money in your account. Next is, please write down Usance LC. What is Usance LC? Usance LC is something which is very powerful. Again, it is same as LCH side. The only difference is number of days accepted or mutually agreed between you and your buyer. Buyer कहेगा मैं payment 30 days की बात करूंगा. Suppose 30 days, 60 days or 90 days. Process will remain same. The day on which your money will be due, buyer's bank will pay money to your bank, and your bank will pay money to your account. Number of days individually you are speaking with your buyer, and buyer and you mutually fixed, and that is considered into the Usance LC. Next is, I wanted to write down CAD or DP, which is cash against documents, and documents against payments. You are requested to collect 30% as a confirmation from the buyer along with your order. Now here, once you receive order with 30% payment, you can submit documents to your bank. Your bank will forward these documents to buyer's bank, original set of documents. Buyer will visit their bank, जाके बोलेंगे बॉस मेरा डॉक्यूमेंट दे दो. बायर का बैंक बोलेगा पहले पैसा रखो, submit the money. The moment buyer will deposit money, their bank will submit original documents to them, and then that money from buyer's bank will be transferred in your bank, and your bank will give money to you. Now here, why we have requested or why we have displayed, why I am insisting to get 30% along with an order. Let's say on one hand, it looks like it is safe. Why? Because the documents are not exchanged directly to the word of buyer. In fact, it is going through bank. So let's say if you got a call from a buyer. Now how fraudsters create a tricky conversation over here. So I want everybody pay attention, and I really want you to indulge now and onwards till 6:30 with undivided attention. And I am trusting that you are here, you are here. Now let's say you are speaking with a buyer, and buyer saying, boss, I'll be giving you an order and I'm okay. Let's do this in credit, but I don't have that capacity to submit collateral security in my bank. So I'm not in a condition to share LC with you. At the same time, they will convince you that don't send documents to me directly. If that is the case, आपको यही डर है ना, मत भेजो. They will convince you to work bank to bank. Now here what will happen? You have not received any of the payment which is 30% in advance. You have dispatched the material, let's say 1 crore rupee. Submitted documents to buyer to your bank. Your bank will forward to buyer's bank. Buyer will go to their bank and they will ask the documents. Bank देगा नहीं, बैंक बोलेगा पहले पैसा रखो. तो आपको safe दिखता है, लेकिन एक point समझने जैसे. Where is material? In buyer's country. Where are documents? In buyer's bank. What you did, you invested crore rupee, you made the material, you made all the arrangements. Now what if buyer will not pick up your phone? What if buyer will deny? You can't even imagine the dark story you will become. Please don't do this. Without any commitment, not at all, no dispatches. 30% चाहिए ही चाहिए. Now if 30% is with you, तो बायर को तो लेना ही है ना मटीरियल, नहीं तो उसका नुकसान हो जाएगा. Let's say what buyer will not lift your call back the container. So the call back, भेजने का खर्चा 100 रुपए, मंगवाने का खर्चा 200 रुपए, double. Still you have 30% with you, you will be in profit. But honestly, if somebody is giving you 30%, why they will put their money on stake? Why they will create losses for them? But yes, now the dark side is this. Let's say you dispatch the documents to your bank without receiving 30% advance from buyer, and documents are lying in buyer's bank. Bank is waiting for buyer to come, but buyer is not going and denying. You can't do anything. Now these people, so-called fraudsters, will give you a call from their different team members, they will approach you and they will say, hey, we got a reference from custom authority of our nation and we got to know your material is stuck over here, we want to help you out. Can we do this work? And you will be like happy that koi to aaya, koi mil gaya. Actually that's not koi mil gaya, already koi mila hua tha, abhi uska dost aaya. And then now you'll be more happy, okay, you will have a word with them, they will start demanding discounts because I need to market and all of it. And now you are in a position जहां पर फंस चुके हो, मटेरियल वापस मंगवाओगे, खर्चा तो लग ही रहा है, डैमरेज चार्जेस लग रहे हैं, 30-40% तो कॉमनली डिस्काउंट दे देते हैं लोग. And now the moment you will agree to this, they will convince you in the last point, original document दे दीजिए, मटेरियल चेक करूंगा, I will give you payment hand to hand. The point is they want original document from you. 30% advance, bank to bank, और LC. अगर क्रेडिट करना है तो फर्स्ट इज एलसी, सेकंड इज बैंक टू बैंक. 30% लेने के बाद गिव मी हैंडल, से यस. डायरेक्ट क्रेडिट कभी नहीं करो. यू गॉट द कम्युनिकेशन वेरी क्लियर. गाइस, इस बिजनेस में नुकसान नहीं है. अगर कुछ चीजें मैनेज नहीं की ना तो है, और वो तो हर बिजनेस में है. लोकल मार्केट में अगर आप किसी को नहीं जानते, मटेरियल दे दिया, ऐसे थोड़ी ना करते हो आप, तो ग्लोबल बिजनेस में कैसे कर सकते हो? नेवर. प्लीज मेक श्योर यू फॉलो द प्रोसेस. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ईच वन ऑफ अस. इट्स हार्ड अर्न मनी एंड द बिजनेस इज वेरी जायंट, वेरी पावरफुल. प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू आर फॉलोइंग द प्रोसेस. Risk involved in this business, how to manage the risk. As I shared, you don't need to take notes, you are already clear. You will do this business in LC. LC number 1, LC at site. LC number 2, which is Fusion's LC. Now, I want to draw your attention on something which is very powerful, and I want you to understand how you can safeguard your entire money in export business. Let's say you are sitting with a buyer, and buyer is interested to do work in credit. You are interested, you are also interested, okay, credit de dete hain, no problem at all. So let's say you are okay with this. Now, you need to understand your correct equation. How many buyers you want, so that mentally you are prepared in the case if you are not getting yes for a particular period of time. Now, on other hand, you are very clear that these are my terms and conditions. Let's say buyer is saying, okay, let's go through LC, and now buyer is agreeing to provide you LC. But still, you need to understand there is credit involved in LC. 30% advance and 70% credit. Bank through documents आप execute करेंगे. Here also 70% में credit involved. Wherever there is credit, there is risk involved in this business. I want you to safeguard risk involved in this business. How you will do this? You will be only executing your order if, number 1, the buyer is genuine. Number 2, the risk involved in this transaction is covered. Government of India's one of the department, I will be sharing the name and everything to you also. Government of India's one of the department will safeguard and will help you in this transaction. You have to do is, you have to give details to Government of India's this department of the buyer. They will check in their system and they will give you either or 2 reports or replies. Number 1, buyer is genuine, बढ़ जाइए आगे, consignment भेजिए, safe. Number 2, buyer is fraud, आगे बढ़ना नहीं, safeguard, इधर ही रुक जाओ. Not only this, the best part about this is you will also get coverage of the risk involved in this business. Let's say you are sending a material of 1 crore rupee. अगर वो मटेरियल का पेमेंट बायर नहीं करता है, डिफॉल्ट करता है, here in India, Government of India through this department will give you 80 lakhs, 85 lakhs, 90 lakhs up to 95%, which is 95 lakhs. And the best part is before you even execute your consignment, you are clear that इसमें जो संभव नुकसान हो सकता है पैसों का, उसमें आपको कवरेज कितना मिलेगा. जैसे लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का प्रीमियम देते हो ना आप छोटा सा, वैसे यहाँ पर पूरे पेमेंट का छोटा सा प्रीमियम दे देते, दैट्स टू गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया। भेजने के पहले आपको मालूम होता है कि अगर कहीं भी पंगा हुआ, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया आपको देगा। Guys, give me a moment. I can't see colors on the screen. Can I have my eye drops, please? There's something wrong with the screen. Because we shared some powerful information. Oh no, hold on. Abhi, guys, chalo share colors on the screen. You got some good information, right? In fact, I want to be partner in this game. Spread this information across entrepreneur. कभी लिफ्ट में मिलो, नेटवर्किंग में मिलो, गाड़ी में बैठ के बात कर रहे हो, स्त्री 2 का रिव्यू के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, ये भी बात करो। बोलो एक्सपोर्ट में ऐसा गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया सपोर्ट देता है। स्प्रेड दिस एवरीवेयर। क्या है ना, हर जगह डर फैला हुआ, तो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स एक्सपोर्ट नहीं करते हैं, एंड नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट। कभी कोई मर्सिडीज खरीद लिया 15-20 डील करके, 5-7 डील करके, तो थोड़ी बताएंगे किसमें किया है, बट अगर नुकसान हो गया तो हर चौराहे पर छाती पीटने का है। थैंक यू। Name of the department is, please take note, ECGC, Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India. ECGC, Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India. मेरे लिए अदरक वाली चाय मसाले डाल के, रुको मैं पूछता हूँ, आप में से कोई पीने वाला है अदरक वाली चाय? हमारे यहाँ चाय मिल जाएगी, कॉफी मिल जाएगी, लेमन टी मिलेगी, और क्या है, और चॉकलेट भी मिलेगा। If you are interested, just please express your vibes and share your handles on the screen. मेरे लिए अदरक वाली चाय। थैंक यू गाइस, इन्होंने हैंड रेज दिया ना, प्लीज आना हमारे कोई भी इवेंट में, जब भी आपको फ्यूचर में अवेलेबिलिटी हो। That's the department. In fact, I'll give you detail in the roadmap where you will search, what you will speak, how you will follow the process. So don't worry. See the risk involved in the payment covered under ECGC, which is Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India, and product which is covered under insurance. That's how safe it is. All you need to do is implement for yourself, for your loved ones, for your coming ones. This gentleman, before associating with us, sent a shipment, created losses in the export. दो चीजें होती हैं, जब लॉस करते हैं ना इंसान, या तो इंसान टूट जाता है या तो हमेशा के लिए अपने पैरों पे खड़ा हो जाता है। This gentleman had a fighting spirit. He put himself into learning, attended our workshop, participated with us in our mentorship program, covered all the losses. तो ये मैजिक है? आंसर इज नो। ये बिजनेस है, ट्रांजेक्शंस बड़ी होती हैं, प्रॉफिट भी वैसा आता है। इनफैक्ट जब इन्होंने पहला कंसाइनमेंट में लॉस किया, पैसा नहीं आया, घर में भी नहीं बता पाए, तो दूसरा कंसाइनमेंट कहीं और भेजा ताकि पहले में से लॉस कवर हो जाए। 50 लाख रुपए लॉस कर दी, and then joined with us, and then he sent some abundance in shipments, covered everything.
कंटेनर के टाइम में वो बोला कंटेनर पूरा सड़ गया, फिर इसके लिए फिर इसी में मेरे को जाना था, काफी 1 साल के आसपास लग गया, उसके बाद मेरे को पेमेंट मिला है। अगर आपका फाउंडेशन गलत होगा तो आगे जाके पूरा सिस्टम बिगड़ जाएगा। अगर फाउंडेशन स्ट्रांग होगा तो शायद 1 मंथ में एक शिपमेंट नहीं मिले, लेकिन दूसरा तीसरा मंथ में मिलेगा, क्योंकि आपका फाउंडेशन बहुत स्ट्रांग है। बीइंग एक्सपोर्टर का सिस्टम में पूरे, उसके बाद जोड़ने के बाद 18 to 20 शिपमेंट मेरा अभी तक हो गया सर।
See why we say power of equation, मुट्ठी भर buyers चाहिए। You have a right equation, you will get those transactions. Coming to the funding options and rate of interest followed by eligibility criteria. Okay, so how many of you are interested to go on a break? You want some break, 3-5 minutes? If your answer is yes, let me hear from you. Just raise your hand. You are looking for एक break दे दो 5-7 मिनट का। Thank you for raising your hands. Listen, there is no break. बैठो चुपचाप, काम करो। अच्छा हुआ हैंड रेस दे दिया आपने। Well, joke apart. So it's 5:12. Let's go on a break for 3 minutes. Stretch yourself, have some water, use washrooms, and come back. Okay, let's resume session in next 3 minutes. Right? You can keep your cameras off, and let's go on a break for 3 minutes. Thank you. All right, let's resume the session. Coming to the funding options. Now it is very important for you to understand the world of fundings, because there are various ways you can do this business, right from investment which is of yours, or you borrowed money from your loved ones, or there is bank available for you, and also how you can do this business without investments. All right, can we have everybody back in the room, please? Yes, everyone, thank you. Please come back, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so what I want you to right now, do this, take notes on funding options. From here, I will be guiding you funding options available, number one. Number two, I'll make you understand how you can do this business without investments. Let's say what will be the communication you have to do for doing a joint venture with manufacturer, and how you will proceed further. So I'm going to give you the entire clarity on this. So coming to the first point, number one, please write down banks. बैंक से आपको जो लोन मिलेगा, पहला ऑप्शन है, प्लीज राइट डाउन EPC, एक्सपोर्ट पैकिंग क्रेडिट, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एनुअली approximately 9%. Annually 9%. So monthly 75 पैसे के करीब बैठेगा. The best part is if you want to use this for 15 days, उतना ही रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, मतलब वो 75 पैसा को 2 में डिवाइड कर दो. It's like that. इतना बेसिक रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट आपका लगेगा. So first is export packing credit. Rate of interest is 9% approximately. Now write down eligibility. Eligibility is whatever collateral security you will offer to the bank. Let's say property or some land के papers or some fixed deposits, so on so forth. उसका जो भी valuation report बनेगा, 65% to 95% they will sanction the amount. Without collateral security, is there any loan available here? Answer is no. Next is, please write down something which is very powerful in terms of executing your consignment during LC. LC discounting. Rate of interest 9% approximately per annum. Here I wanted to write down two things. Number one, it is post shipment funding. Number two, please write very clearly, it is not pre-shipment funding. दोनों स्टेटमेंट लिख लो अपने लिए. So what happens is, let's say you receive order on LC, तो क्या उस पर आपको लोन मिलेगा? Answer is no. If you are a manufacturer, you have to pay money to your vendors. You have to invest money. If you are not a manufacturer, you're purchasing it from manufacturers. You have to make sure that you are investing money to the manufacturer. Now that is an absolutely separate aspect that manufacturer knows you, or he or she is a relative, or there is a bond, there is a trust between both of you, which is a different aspect. Otherwise, आप पैसा इन्वेस्ट करके मटेरियल को LC पर एग्जीक्यूट करते हो. Now LC डिस्काउंटिंग कब होता है? Let's say you received an order of 30 days credit or 60 days credit or say 90 days credit. And when payment will be due, that money will be transferred through buyer's bank in your account, in your bank. LC discounting, जब आपने material ship कर दी, submitted documents to your bank forwarded documents to buyer's bank. Then you can request to your bank manager, sir or ma'am, that वो documents buyer के बैंक में पहुंच गए हैं, मेरा payment 90 days के बाद आएगा. Kindly discount this LC today. Within 24 hours, max within next 48 hours, please write down up to 95% you will receive from bank as a matter of LC discounting. What will happen once your money is due? Buyer's bank will pay 100% amount to your bank. Your bank, since they paid 95%, they will share 5% and they will close the transaction. Or they paid 90%, now they will pay 10% and they will close the transaction. Here also rate of interest will remain same, 9% per annum. तो monthly बहुत basic हो जाएगा. अगर आपने 3 महीने बायर को क्रेडिट दिया है, let's say 60 पैसा, 70 पैसा, 75 पैसा अगर आप बैंकर को पे करते हैं, तो 2% के approximately variance में आप क्रेडिट ऑफर करते हैं बायर. That covers under LC discounting. Now I want to write down something which is available for you once you became an exporter. So this will be offered by few institutions to you after a year, which is on the basis of turnover. So please write down 2 things. Number 1 turnover and number 2 vintage. पहले लिखिए vintage. Vintage मतलब आप कितनी पुराने एक्सपोर्टर हैं. आप कितने पुराने एक्सपोर्टर हैं. So let's say you can say we are since 1947. Well, nothing wrong in that. Your organization may exist, but it will be considered from your first export order, first sales, and next 12 months. So please write down 12 महीने पुराने एक्सपोर्टर. I'll repeat this for you. You are a giant company in the national market. You exist 20 years, since 20 years, but export is not done at all in your company. The moment you send your first shipment from here, next 12 months. Now, second, before I make you understand from the perspective of what are the offerings available for you and how exactly it looks like in the terms of turnover, कितना turnover करना पड़ेगा. The moment you are qualified in this, let's say you're sitting with a buyer on a call or in a personal meet, or your team is doing the work. Advance payment, buyer ने कहा done, execute. If not, LC.
This meeting is being recorded.
Qualified here in this system, your answer will be yes. That means material भी दे दो, direct credit पे. Answer is yes. How execution look like on the board? You receive an order directly from the buyer. The credit period which is fixed between you and the buyer is, let's say, 30 days. You dispatch the material, document everything ready. Now you don't give document to buyer. You give these original set of document to this financial institution. They will give 80% upfront within 24 hours in your account. And then buyer will make the payment after 30 days. उन्होंने 80% दिया, रख लेंगे, 20% आपको बाकी का हैंड ओवर करेंगे. What if buyer will not pay the money? In your case you have ECGC. In their case they have their own insurances. You don't need to worry about this. But then you have to qualify for it. The criteria are 2. Number 1, you need to be a 12-month-old exporter, not the company which is already existing since 25 years but doing no export. यहाँ से शुरू होगा आपका जर्नी पहले consignment से. The turnover is, before I make you write down in your book, I want to ask you question to people sitting here, 164 participants here. I want to ask you how many of you are clear for next 12 months if you start taking action from tomorrow and onwards. 12 महीने में आप 10 करोड़ और उससे ज्यादा का बिजनेस करेंगे. If your answer is yes, can I have Zoom handbrake on the screen? You are very clear, you will do this business tomorrow and onwards, you will start. And within a year, you will cross 10 crores. Because 50 lakh rupees का invoice value है, 20 invoices बनाने हैं, 1 crore का invoice value है, 10 invoice बनाने हैं, दोनों products हैं, absolutely. 60 plus people raising hands. Still hands are going up. You all are qualified. But now I want you to write down actual turnover. जब आप actual turnover लिखोगे ना, smile आएगा face पे, तो smile के साथ लिखो. 2 crore only. That's it. This will be an incentive for you people, from you to you, so that you are engaged in export activities. And now you have an absolute amazing opening for expansion of your business. In fact, your bankers, they will guide you which is the right option for you. Many times, banker are channel partner in this work. That is something which is very powerful. Now coming to a very amazing option, an amazing option. The option, how you can export without investment. Please write down joint ventures. Into bracket, export partner. Now reason to go into joint ventures. Few common conversation before I take you to the next screen. Investment नहीं करना है, joint venture करिए. Certification, compliances, inventory, कोई पंगा नहीं. Let's say you want to work in pharmaceutical industry. You got to know there are great margins, but the equation which you design, outcome of which is one of the industry called pharma, you lack technical knowledge. So here once you are doing joint venture, buyer will ask one single question, you are ready to give 10 plus answers. Why? Because your partner, the manufacturer is already available there. So no investment at all, no certification, no infrastructure. Be the partner, which is export partner as a working partner in the organization for export division. Point number 1, joint venture, which is export partner. Now I want to write down point number 2. It is not commission agent. Point number 3, a separate agreement as export partner, not being a partner in existing company, or don't form a new company in partnership with a manufacturer. All you have to make sure that आप एक agreement बनवा रहे हैं, मैन्युफैक्चरर से साइन ले लेंगे, आप साइन करेंगे, नोटराइज करवा लेंगे, that's it. And whatever business is happening, उसमें जो प्रॉफिट हुआ है वो 50% आपका होगा, ये मौखिक नहीं है, रिटर्न में. So now let me make you understand how you will approach to manufacturers. So on one hand, you have abundance of database of manufacturers. How you can get this, I'll be sharing with you right now on the screen so that you can take many notes. Once you get the database, you have your device with you, which is your mobile phone, and you will communicate with 50, at least 50 manufacturers. 10 calls in a day for 5 days, 5 calls in a day for next 10 days. Maybe in few cases less, or maybe in few cases more. What you will communicate to the manufacturer.
This meeting is being recorded. This meeting is being recorded.
In one single year, 5 years, 22,000 crore plus. So I saw graph is going great. I saw number of countries, 120 plus countries are already importing this product from India, out of which few countries are going great. Next is, I also saw the profit, which is minimum 15% to 45%. What I will be doing is, I will be reaching to buyers, sales and marketing will be handled and managed by me. packaging and dispatches. Production, packaging and dispatches will be handled by you. Whatever profit will be generated, we will share it in two parts, 50-50. How the entire system will work, money will directly come to your account in advance, execution will done, then you will share the profit. If in credit, we will do through banks, and Government of India take care of the risk involved in this. So you don't need to worry about that. Now let's say you share an opportunity to a manufacturer. You will get yes, you will get no. You will get yes, you will get no. If they are already doing, they are not open for new opportunities, they may say no. If they have some scary conversation from somebody else from the export part, they may say no. Just be okay with that. Now once you get yes, 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 collect all those yes, kindly write down, reach 50, visit 5, sign 1. I'll repeat, reach 50, speak to 50 manufacturers. And then visit 5 manufacturing units. So that you are understanding the entire aspect of manufacturing unit hai, machineries are there, certification, production, their capacities, and on top of it, the correct mindset. Out of 5, sign with 1. Okay, now the question is this. If you start communicating to manufacturers, you speak to 50 manufacturers and you will share this opportunity. How many of you are clear? You will at least get 5, minimum 5 as yes. If your answer is yes, can I have a validation from you as a Zoom hand raise? Amazing. Truly abundance. Please write down 3 joint venture in 3 different segments. अब आप limitless काम करेंगे. That doesn't mean the product which you only know or you have awareness or knowledge, उसी में काम करोगे. 3 different products, no. 3 different segments in joint venture. And also please write down 3 absolute different segments as a merchant exporter. Sales is all about width and then depth. More products, more sales. Add more products in your bucket. Parle-G started, Parle-G expanded with Craigjack, Mary, Monaco, added on hide and seek, Milano. So if you understand the range, immediately need categories, Parle-G हर जगह बिकेगा, retail outlet, bakery, kirana stores, supermarkets, everywhere. Followed by additional sales which is generated through Mary Biscuits, Craigjack and Monaco. In fact, again, great volumes with great margins, which is hide and seek and Milano. So you need to make sure that you have all 3 segments, which is need, want and desire. And you have abundance of markets. So every day you are reaching to the buyer, you are generating inquiries on regular basis and causing sales. So that was from the perspective of joint venture. Point number 2, please write down how you will search manufacturer. So to reach manufacturer, you will be making phone calls. So from where you will get database? Number 1, Google, which is organic search. Please write down keywords. Manufacturer of dash product ka naam. Manufacturer of pharma, manufacturer of fabric, manufacturer of pickles, manufacturer of wires, and then you will get a lot of database. Point number 2, All India Association of dash manufacturer, chemical manufacturer, pharma manufacturer. And then you can communicate in the contact us department to the admin, pay certain amount, get the copy of directory, either paid or free. Next is state-wise association, Gujarat GIDC, Maharashtra MIDC, Andheri MIDC, Satara MIDC, Dhule MIDC, Pune MIDC, Gujarat GIDC, Sachin GIDC, Pandesara GIDC, Ankleshwar GIDC, Panoli GIDC, Vatwa GIDC, Sapar GIDC, Aji Vasahat, Matoda, so on and so forth. यहाँ पर भी एसोसिएशन की ऑफिस होती है. You can pay certain amount, get the directory. There you go. Next is I want to write down 2 search engine. yellow pages and just dial. Also, please write down two names of the portal, India Mart and Trade India. Please don't write Alibaba. Alibaba में सिर्फ exporters हैं. India Mart and Trade India. Here you will also find people, those who are not into exports, because they also have local packages. Please write down the last point, visit exhibitions. Take it as way of your life. Have a habit to visit exhibitions. बोर फील करते हो जब, चले जाओ एग्जीबिशन में. बहुत मजा आ रहा है, चले जाओ एग्जीबिशन में. फ्री हो, चले जाओ एग्जीबिशन. बिजी हो, प्लीज चले जाओ एग्जीबिशन. Visit exhibitions. So I'll tell you why. Manufacturers investing their money, resources, time to expand their business in the said region. You reach them, understand the product, and offer them a partnership for globalization. They'll be more than happy. Also, you'll get a practical feel about everything there itself. Right from chocolate ka bowl to pani ki bottle to baithne ka jagah to catalog to samples to meeting to the concerned person or creating at least initiating a conversation around. तो एग्जीबिशन को आप डबल टिक कर लीजिए. As I shared, then you will visit factory. Once you get yes, please make sure you visit factory without visiting a factory. If you do the agreement and you have no clue what is the capacity of the manufacturer or manufacturing unit exists or not, you have to visit at least for once. Visit 5, sign the copy of agreement with 1. Now, please make sure you also aware manufacturer that मटेरियल जो भी जाएगा इंस्पेक्शन होकर के जाएगा. बायर को सही मटेरियल मिलेगा, आपने सही मटेरियल डिस्पैच किया है. बायर का नुकसान नहीं, मैन्युफैक्चरर का नुकसान नहीं, आपका भी कोई नुकसान. It is important to bring into the notice of manufacturer. The reason is very simple and very effective and very powerful. See, in manufacturers, at manufacturer space, manufacturers are leaders of our nation. They have departments, they have department heads. Work is executed, delegation is on place. But the production and the cycle of the production and understanding is from the local market. Now, export में compulsory inspection होगा. So they have to be more alert. If you will aware in their world, if you create awareness for them, they will have either, if required, some SOPs they will be having a new at their place, either a production manager or a WhatsApp call or one more camera or so on and so forth. आप उन्हें जरूर बताइएगा कि हम इंस्पेक्शन करके भेजेंगे ताकि कोई भी मटेरियल में दिक्कत नहीं. Now last comes as agreement or MOU. Everything documented. First is, please don't download any document from Google. Please don't download any document from Google. Instead, visit a lawyer. Make sure that you get a copy of agreement from them. So once you go to the lawyer, once you visit them, you need to give basic understanding of what kind of agreement you want to prepare. So let's say if you are renting out a property, तो आपको मालूम होता है कितना रेंट है, कितना डिपॉजिट है, who will pay light bill, who will pay taxes. Rest everything is created from there, and then there are 18 or 20, 22 or 12 clauses, and sometimes you even don't read, you just sign it. So all those clauses are their expertise and expression of their expertise. So here you need to communicate to your lawyer, and I want you to write down few pointers. Point number 1, export partner agreement. Point number 2, profit 50-50 sharing. Profit sharing 50-50. Point number 3, any losses in production is not your responsibility. Next point, bill-to-bill payments. So they receive an advance material dispatch, you will receive your share. Once it is executed through LC, execution done, you will receive your payment. That means no quarterly, yearly closings, bill-to-bill payments. Now the next point is, during your tenure, any export happening from the manufacturing unit, you will get 50% as a share, direct or indirect export. I'll repeat, कोई भी एक्सपोर्ट आपके जोड़ने के बाद उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से होता है, नंबर 1 डायरेक्ट थ्रू यू, And number two, indirect, where you are not indulged or involved directly in the transaction. You will get 50% from the profit. Why? Because वो कंपनी एक्सपोर्ट नहीं करता था, आपने मेल किए, कॉल किए, रीचेस किए, बायर के साथ इंटरेक्शन हुआ, बायर ने हाँ बोला, चला गया, बाद में आया, डायरेक्ट फैक्ट्री पे कॉल गया. दैट डजंट मीन यू आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व इन दिस. Be very clear and share this with the manufacturer, with your lawyer. 12 months to 36 months validity of agreement. Now I'll repeat here, please don't get any of the ready-made copy from Google or from any place. Please make sure that there's a lawyer involved in this, and then let your manufacturer know that there is a legal department or there's a legal authority which is there involved, and then you are proceeding. Since now you are clear, you can export without investment. You can in fact export in multiple products. On one hand, you are clear about the number of buyers you want in same industry to fulfill the equation and to fulfill your goals. You are implementing and managing the consistency. Respected sir is one of the leading consultants.
Is it during sending multiple shipments in various countries? It's an investment कितना किया? No, zero investments. What about this?
That is what is possible. Respected man, such an amazing and innocent in expression, such an amazing case study. She started sending multiple shipments. मैंने उनको पूछा महिलाओं को क्या मैसेज देंगे आप?
सर उनके लिए यही मैसेज है कि हम लोग लड़की है तो सब कुछ कर सकते हैं, कुकिंग भी कर रहे हैं, टेरिंग कर रहे हैं, सब कुछ कर रहे हैं ना, तो इससे भी कर सकते हैं. It's like a dish, special dish बनाते हैं ना, 15 मिनट लगते हैं किचन में, but शायद ये बनने में 15 दिन या फिर 15 हफ्ते लग सकता है, इतनी बन जाएगा. थोड़ा सा इंस्ट्रक्शन फॉलो करना है और थोड़ा सा डेडिकेशन देना है.
It is possible. 23 rupees in her hand, she started the journey.
मैम, this journey आपने जितने भी consignments भेजे हैं और जितने भी आप भेज रहे हैं अभी, आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट कोई हुआ है इसमें?
सर मेरे पास से मैं बोला था कि 0 इन्वेस्टमेंट है सर. मैं किस दिन मेरा शॉप में मैंने रजिस्टर किया, उस दिन कुछ नहीं था मेरे पास, only 23 rupees से I started this one. Then even I started purchasing machines and other things. जब एक मैं ऑफिस का फर्नीचर भी नहीं है मेरे पास, 0 से मैंने स्टार्ट किया. I started from 0.
Here is the current reality. आप में से कितने लोग recognize कर पा रहे हो? If your answer is yes, can I have your Zoom hand raises? See, the point is, one of the powerful conversation about this business is, जो transactions होती है ना बॉस, magical है. और आप select करके आते हो कौन से transactions में आना है. The work which we did with you yesterday, because your first order add more team members, create miraculous outcome. So I remember her call, she said, sir, it was Diwali, I was having 23 rupees in my hand. Sir, this is a Diwali. There are 35 people working in my company. That's amazing. Okay, let me take you to the tour and execution of 1 crore business plan. I request everybody to take notes. Now, 3 things which we'll be doing. Number 1, I want to make you understand on 1 crore business plan. Number 2, how you can scale up your business. And number 3, profitable products दिखाऊंगा, and I'll make you understand the entire mechanism how to choose products on the basis of amazing profit involved in this. उसके बाद सेशन खत्म करेंगे. I'll give you roadmap and I'll be open for any questions if you are. I'll be happy to give you answers. First, in 1 crore business plan, you need to start from an equation. One buyer is equal to dash rupees. So at this point of time, since you are listening, I want you to take notes in your book and be ready to share your equation. Also, I request you to please take a screenshot and you can use this as a study material reference for you. If you missed out yesterday, you can take a screenshot right now. Let's say what is an equation? Equation is invoice value multiplied by margin is equal to profit. 25 lakhs, 20%, 5 lakh rupees is a profit. 50 lakhs, 10%, 5 lakh is a profit. 10 lakh, 10%, 1 lakh is a profit. 10 lakh, 20%, 2 lakh is a profit. 1 crore invoice value, 10%, 10 lakh is a profit margin, and 20%, 20 lakhs is a profit margin. And then accordingly, we will choose either a merchant exporter or a manufacturer or JV. First thing first, you need to come up with an equation. And then you are clear, one buyer is equal to dash rupees. Okay, let me do this work with at least one participant. So if you are ready with your equation, can I request you to raise your hand and let's do a very powerful interaction in this. Right, if you are available here and you are ready with your equation, let's hear from you. Okay. Alright, guys, in the cameras off, I am extremely sorry. Yes, Bala sir, Bala Subramaniam sir, let's hear from you. You can unmute the microphone.
Hi sir.
Hi.
So my plan is one buyer is equal to 10 lakhs rupees, sir. So that
Perfect. So if you give me the entire equation, so invoice value, margin and profit, what will be that?
yeah, my profit, my revenue turnover is 10 lakhs and profit is 1 lakh. So
Okay, so 10 lakhs, 10 percentage, one buyer is equal to 1 lakh.
yeah.
Alright, let's design your 1 crore business plan. In fact, 1 crore plan for profit, not the business plan rather. So Bala Subramaniam, sir, let's take this and I want you to take notes. So one buyer is equal to not 10 lakh rupees, in fact one buyer is equal to 1 lakh rupees.
Yeah, for profit, yes sir. Yeah.
Right? So we are talking about revenue, but we are talking about profit as 1 crore. Alright, so kindly write down 10 lakh, 10 percentage profit, 1 lakh is equal to 1 buyer. Okay, so that's how it is.
Yeah.
Now, to reach 1 crore, and guys, I want everybody to do this in your notebook. Be ready with your equation. I will have few people to share. All I want is you to be very clear how many buyers you want to reach 1 crore as a profit. Okay, now, Subramaniam sir, the next question for you is how many invoices you have to create. So kindly write down number of invoices to reach 1 crore as a profit.
Yeah, monthly 10 invoices, sir.
No, not monthly. This is 1 year goal.
Yeah.
तो 1 crore बनाने के लिए total invoices कितने लगेंगे?
100 invoices.
Correct. So second answer is 100 invoices. So second is 100. And I want every one of you to do this for your side. Okay. Now to reach 100 invoices, Bala Subramaniam sir, kindly write down next question in 2 parts.
Yeah.
How many buyers you want? Maximum and minimum.
So minimum I need 5 buyers.
No. पहले maximum का आंसर कर.
Yeah. Minimum to maximum is 20.
Maximum is 100.
Okay sir. Okay.
Why 100? अगर एक buyer लेता है material और वो वापस नहीं आता.
Okay.
So we need to understand from the perspective of what max you have to, where max you have to reach. Where you are stretching yourself in max. So 100 is total.
Okay then. Okay.
Right? Now minimum.
Yeah. Then minimum at least 20 buyers I have to reach.
10 buyers.
10. Okay.
So let's say buyer is giving you monthly order on repetition.
Okay.
So your journey look like from 10 buyers to 100 buyers. Throughout the year.
Okay.
And this is your equation. So now you can have equation number 1 which is with you. Now you have also products in abundance.
Yes.
You can do this work in joint ventures also. You can do this work in merchant export also.
Yeah.
You can add more product where you can choose one more equation called 50 lakh rupees, 10 percentage, 5 lakh rupees as invoice value, or 1 crore as turnover and 10 percentage as a profit and 1 buyer is equal to 10 lakh as a value. I'm just suggesting you something. Alright?
Correct.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for doing this work. Let's hear from Segal sir. One more person.
Yes.
Hi, Segal sir.
Hello.
Sharan sir,
Hello.
so tell us about your equation. Invoice
Turnover 10 CR.
No. Invoice value, margin.
Invoice. Okay, so invoice value would be 50 lakhs with a margin of 10%. That will be 5 lakhs.
Okay. So Sharan sir, let's work on this equation.
Yes.
So that everybody is here designing their 1 crore plan. Let's say Sharan sir, now you're clear, your equation is 50 lakhs, 10 percentage profit, 1 buyer is equal to 5 lakh rupees.
Yes.
Right? So let's go into the deeper understanding of it. The next question is, Sharan sir, to reach 1 crore as a profit,
Yes.
how many invoices you will make?
20.
20 invoices.
Yes.
So that you reach 1 crore as a profit.
Yes.
To have these 20 invoices. Next question is maximum buyers.
20. One invoice per buyer.
One invoice per buyer. Minimum invoices. Sorry, minimum buyers.
2.
2.
Since one buyer can only give me maximum 12 invoices.
Correct.
Because for 12 months. So minimum 2 buyers.
Now to reach 1 crore as an outcome, minimum buyer 2, maximum
Yes.
20.
20.
सहगल सर, क्या ये जर्नी वर्थ है?
100%.
करने लायक है?
100% it's worth it. It's
Congratulations for
worth giving all the efforts and everything.
Yeah, worth giving efforts. Very powerful answer.
Yeah.
Right, guys, how many of you are ready with your equation work done? Give me hand raise on the Zoom so that I can understand how many of you did this in your notebooks. Brilliant. Brilliant. See, the power of equation is now you will be going in the product accordingly. Otherwise, क्या होगा ना कि कुछ clarity नहीं आएगी किधर जाना. So that clear you are to reach 1 crore, how many buyers you want. Right? Now let's understand funnel. What is that buyer here? Mean is a sale. वो सेल कब आया होगा? जब बायर के साथ दो तरफा बात हो रही है, नेगोशिएशन हो रहा है, टर्म्स कंडीशन का बात हो रहा है, पेमेंट दे रहे हो. वो कब हुआ होगा? जब इंक्वायरी किया है बायर ने. वो इंक्वायरी कब किया होगा बायर ने? When you exist in the world of buyer, by virtue of participating in various several activities, right from exhibitions to direct visits to sending emails to WhatsApp to social media to phone calls, so on and so forth. One of our participants at our mentorship program, a powerful case study, he put this very rightly in a statement. He said, if you want to get a reply from a buyer, you need to send an email. शुरू करना है ना काम. रिप्लाई आएगा कब? जब आप मेल भेजोगे ना. तो let's understand the funnel. I invite everybody to please write down and create a first rough draft of a sales funnel for yourself. First is, please write down activities, which is push and pull. Push marketing and pull marketing. What is push marketing? Push marketing is something where you know he or she is your buyer, but you don't know is this a right time for them to purchase the material. आपने एम्बेसी से डेटा लिया, वो आपका बायर है. कोर डेटा, they are your buyer. What you are doing, you or your team, let's say you are sending an email to them, you are making phone calls, you are reaching them on WhatsApp, social media, so on and so forth. It's push marketing. You are speaking to, you are reaching to the buyer, but you have no clue कि वो buyer अभी लेगा कि नहीं. That is called push marketing. Since it is on automated way, it's effective. Why? Because you are managing number game. Another one is pull marketing. What is pull marketing? जो interested buyer है, they are coming to you. So here you are participating in exhibitions. Here you are participating on portals. Here you are participating through Facebook ad campaigns or so on and so forth. So interested buyer will knock the door. Now we want you to write down reaches. Please create a rough equation. 5,000 reaches. 5,000 buyer तक आप reach करेंगे. And then you will start getting inquiries. So the nature of reach is you are taking part in activities. If buyer will interested, वो आपको reply करेंगे. If not, वो आपको ignore करेंगे. Let's say you started driving vehicle from your place to your factory or to your office. You saw many hoardings on the street. क्या आप सबको फोन करते हो? Answer is no. आप मोबाइल फोन अपना ओपन करते हैं, सोशल मीडिया पे जाते हैं, कुछ करने के लिए बहुत विज्ञापन दिखते हैं. क्या हर विज्ञापन पे आप कनेक्ट होकर बात करते हो? Answer is no. If you are participating in exhibition, there are hundreds and thousands of people walking in the exhibition. क्या हर व्यक्ति आपके स्टॉल पे आएगा? Answer is no. So in sales, you have to be okay with ignorance. All you have to focus on something which is in your hand, which is nothing other than reaches. The moment you reach, there are inquiries as a first interest from buyer. So please write down out of 5,000 reaches, let's say only 50 inquiries. What is inquiry? Pricing मांगेंगे, quantity के बारे में पूछेंगे. ना inquiries के दो नेचर है. General inquiry था, ऐसे ही है, future की preparation कर रहे हैं या genuine है. How you will identify? You have no option. Please serve everybody with your fullest possible way and expression. serve them properly, out of which you will now generate leads, which will be, let's say 10, please write down 10. What is lead? It's two-way interaction. आपने पहले इंक्वायरी पे रिप्लाई किया, बायर चला गया, उसको इंक्वायरी करना था, आप परेशान हो, आपको कोई जवाब नहीं दे रहा है, आपके हाथ में वो नहीं है, जो आपके हाथ में वो क्या है? रीचेस. सो हियर लेट्स से 10. व्हाट इज लीड? टू वे इंटरेक्शन. पेमेंट टर्म्स की बात हो रही है, आपने बायर को रिप्लाई किया, बायर ने आपको रिप्लाई किया, now you are on Zoom call or say WhatsApp call or a direct call, two-way interaction happening between you and your buyer. Here also two outcome will happen. Number one, probably terms conditions या quantity या कोई चीज प्राइस वगैरह नहीं समझ में आया, buyer will say no. You will end the call with a great relationship for the future if possible. On other hand, everything is going perfect, you will generate sales. So here one sales. Now if you understand the funnel, the game will be not to focus on inquiries or leads or sales. In fact, now you understood the game is, which is in your hand, activities and reaches. Reaches in abundance, reaches ongoingly. From where you will start? You start from what you love. What is easy for you? Emails, calls, messages, social media presence, chat, so on and so forth. The moment you generate one order, you started generating revenue for yourself. Now add team members, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 rupees salary, so on and so forth. Add more tools for automation. Register yourself on portals. Buy expensive packages. Participate in exhibitions. Add more product. You will scale up your business. Money comes in, money goes out. एक ट्रांजेक्शन आपने किया 5 लाख रुपए बने तो 15,000 20,000 सैलरी ऑफर की जा सकती है, एग्जीबिशन में पार्टिसिपेट किया जा सकता है, पोर्टल पे रजिस्टर किया जा सकता है. अर्लियर यू आर द वन हु इज डूइंग द एक्टिविटी, नाउ देयर इज अ टीम, दिस टेक्नोलॉजी, देयर इज अ फोर्स, देयर इज अ रीच इन द मार्केट व्हिच इज एक्सपैंडेड, यू जनरेट मोर ऑर्डर्स. नाउ योर जॉब विल बी add more products. Eventually you will see that you started scaling up your business. What is your to do? The to do list of an exporter is put yourself into participation of activities, participation in activities, push and pull marketing. अभी के अभी प्लीज लिख लीजिए how your to do list look like. I want to give you bullet points: email, WhatsApp, calls, social media chats, also visit, that is called exhibition or direct visit, and also portals. Head of the organizations to do look like this as a part of sales. Rest assured बाकी के सारे काम तो आप करेंगे. Export का to do list, sales activity का, this is your checklist. You have to follow this. And then what will happen? Let's say you have a lot of database. So I want to give you 6-step process to scale up your export. Let's say you have abundance of database with you. You and your team are reaching to the market by virtue of pull and push activity. You started generating inquiries, and then you are generating now leads in abundance. Because of sales, you are adding more product, reaching in abundance to the buyers by adding more team members, tools, automations, and products. You will be landing to the world of scalability. Now I want your attention on the screen. सुनिए ध्यान से. एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है लेकिन स्केलेबिलिटी पे नहीं है. क्या आप कुछ कर सकते हो? यस. इफ यू वांट टू हैव दिस रिजल्ट, फोकस ऑन जनरेटिंग मोर सेल्स. दैट्स इट. स्टेज नहीं है, क्या कर सकते हो आप? प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट चेक योर टू डू. नंबर ऑफ लीड्स ज्यादा चाहिए, भागीरथ लीड्स नहीं है. तो क्या करना है आपको? यू नीड टू मेक श्योर आपके पास इंक्वायरीज बहुत सारी हैं. इंक्वायरीज अभी तक आई नहीं है, कांग्रेचुलेशन. स्टार्ट एक्टिविटीज. आपको ये रिजल्ट चाहिए, आप ये रिजल्ट नहीं ला सकते, ये कर सकते हो. दिस इज नॉट इन योर हैंड, दिस इज इन योर हैंड. This is not in your hand. This is something as an outcome which you have. You can do something and you can design your plan accordingly. This is not in your hand. This is an outcome of. This is an outcome of. This is an outcome of. That's why. That's the reason your list of to do look like you are reaching to the buyers. You're practicing and push and pull marketing till first order. फिर तो automation है, फिर team members हैं, पोर्टल्स हैं, अबंडेंस है, ऐड मोर प्रोडक्ट। सुन के अच्छा लगा, थैंक यू वेरी मच। जब करोगे तो क्या होगा पता है? ऐसा कुछ हो।
चलिए, अगर गिनती करने जाए तो 300 से ज्यादा हम लोगों ने शिपमेंट्स अभी तक कर दिया है।
मोर देन 300 शिपमेंट्स इनफैक्ट थ्रू कुरियर। आप इसे कंटिन्यू करेंगे। दिस इज अ टी शर्ट, इफ यू रिमेंबर मैंने आपको कहा था ये टी शर्ट का कलर याद रखना।
So that the consignment that was around 40% profit margin per fee. So we payment na फंस जाए, now कहीं custom को डाउन देना फंस जाए। फर्स्ट शिपमेंट था उसका 100% एडवांस लिया, सेकंड शिपमेंट का 50% एडवांस, 50% on this.
Will simply follow this process. You will add more products. It's not that you are just adding one particular product. It's more product from a different category, adding more countries. Respected sir, जिनको भारत सरकार ने फिजी भेजा मिनिस्टर सर से मिलने के लिए। No, we say that we are blessed. We have amazing people in our community associated with us. Repeat order क्या होता है?
Repeat क्लास में हमने बताया कि टोटल में कराती रहूंगा आप सबसे। So that was a point that we have to export हो गया मेरे तो होनी ही है, and I have reached the right place. And आपकी एनर्जी और आपसे उस ओरिएंटेशन में मैं इतना इम्प्रेस हो गया था कि मैंने कहा yes I am reached where I wanted to be. And उसके बाद तो rest is history, and I joined, and then after joining I think whether 20-25 days only I cracked one order.
That was first order. Repetition क्या होता है? Scalability क्या होती है? सुनिए।
Rise, and then repeat order, and then there was another 2 orders of 240 containers for 1 year.
240 containers, one single buyer for 1 year. He added more products. Now he's also working in pharma industry. He's also working in footwear. What is required is consistency. One of the social activists, globally, internationally awarded and recognized.
Every month मेरा 15 to 16 container minimum मिला.
What is required is your right start, and then you implement and you manage your consistency. See, it's not about signing 1 or 2 consignment.
So अभी तक टोटल कितनी कंट्रीज में आपने एक्सपोर्ट किया? अभी तक 22 प्लस कंट्रीज में छोटा मोटा ओवरऑल सब शिपमेंट्स मिला के 22 कंट्रीज प्लस।
एक कंट्री, फिर एक और कंट्री, फिर एक और कंट्री, adding more products, expanding more territory. My dear entrepreneurs, I am interested to help you achieve your goals from start to scale up your business, right from setting up your goals, selecting the right product, creating the right strategy, making sure that you are implementing, giving you my team like account manager, accountability partner, attending live sessions, solving your doubts, and then you are into the pressure of performance, you are accountable, you are a part of a community. Can I have your permission to share the world of mentorship, how it look like, what it takes from you to participate, and what we do basically at Mentorship Pro? Can I have your next 5 minutes so that I can share everything in detail? People, those who are willing or interested to continue, you are requested to take notes so that it is there in your world, and then you can choose whether you want to continue with us or not, because as I shared, we don't have any sales team. All right, so let me just check. Am I having that permission from you? Yes, got it. Thank you for saying yes. I really appreciate it. Now here we are. See what happens at mentorship program. We give you all the information जो यहाँ पर आपको मिला है और detail में, so that you start implementing where information is converted in knowledge, and then now you are doing it on repeat mode. There is a skill out of which you send your first shipment, and then you send multiple shipments. You're not participating individual. There's a community of what? Decision makers. So this program is not the networking platform. This program is something which is of decision maker. We only work with individual, those who are decision makers. Let's say you are participating here, one person, one window, one camera. You can't participate right now and later your partner. No, that is not the case. So we work with only decision makers. Even if you are a fresher or a student or a homemaker or a farmer or an industrialist, lawyer, doctor, chartered accountant, so on and so forth. My dear entrepreneurs, what happens in program is this. As we shared with you the case studies, as a result what we have produced so far, we have people from different backgrounds, chartered accountant now running a manufacturing unit, somebody having 60 lakhs rupees debt, now converted everything, covered everything, running a 62 people company, doctors, chartered accountants, lawyers, homemakers, in fact, CEO, general manager, regional managers, photographer, real estate player, consultant, manufacturer. In fact, respected sir as a captain, interior designer, consultant, so on and so forth. See what happens at mentorship program, every session is live and you will have an access for recording, to watch recordings for with a validity of 3 days. कब होते हैं ये session? 8 o'clock to 9:30 every Wednesday throughout the year. From 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. every Wednesday. So if you attend or you will miss, you have an access to recordings for 3 working days. Alternate Sundays, we have session on alternate Sundays, which is 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. 3 hours. So 24 Sundays throughout the year. हर अल्टरनेट संडे आप हमारे साथ रहते हैं सेशन में. सेशन में हम वेडनेसडे सेशन में क्या करते हैं? See, basically this is what we do in our Wednesday session. We impact the skill part. We'll give you the knowledge which is more retail and technicals. All sessions are led by me along with my case studies, those who are success stories. Let's say any software which is now in the market available, you will get upgradation of the debt. कौन से software आपको use करने हैं, invoice कैसे बनाना है, LC क्या होती है, everything in detail, technicalities of it. You will be practicing, that's where you will improvise your skill. Also, you are following a weekly action plan and you come up with the challenges you have. We will give you all the solutions on the weekly session. How this works, it's a community phenomenon. 250 लोग एक साथ, camera on रखे, nobody's traveling. They have pen and paper, the thorough participation, and then there are a lot of breakout rooms. You are doing exercises and you are enjoying the journey. Additional Sundays को क्योंकि 3 घंटे का session होता है. We also give you scripts to communicate with the buyer, and then you create a mock. You share here. 250 लोगों के बीच में you get pass, you get no pass. Even if you get pass, what is the reason? If you get no pass, what is the reason? Also, you design your complete 2 weeks road map. Every day क्या क्या एक्टिविटी करनी है और आप बायर को क्या रीच करोगे, कौन से टूल्स को यूज करोगे, क्या कम्युनिकेट करोगे, कितने नंबर्स मैनेज करोगे, एवरीथिंग इन डिटेल. एंड देन वी विल सेंड यू इनटू द ग्रुप्स जहां पर आप अपना एक्शन प्लान शेयर कर रहे हो, दूसरे लोग अपना एक्शन प्लान शेयर कर रहे हैं और आपके जहां पर लूप होल्स है वो आपको करेक्ट किएगा. How your participation on the code look like? You are watching a video, you are attending live sessions, you are attending question answer session, you are participating in several drives, you have your roadmap to work on, you are a part of a group, a community. There are reviews happening on daily and weekly basis. कुछ भी नहीं बोलना है. There is a script we give, and then you create that script, your presentation, and then you proceed further. My dear entrepreneurs, you are not individual, you are part of a community. We also make sure that we give you all the reminders. What you can count on us for, you implementing in the right direction in a practical way. First, we will make sure you complete your foundation work. So on Thursday, we will meet on session number 1. आपके goals बनवाना and then आपको 3-step participation में लेके जाना. First is your foundation before you enter into the sales. Second is sales. 21 days sales challenge. Every day you are working on sales activities, and at the end of the day you are generating results right from inquiries to leads to sales. The moment you send your first shipment, now you will be part of a mastermind program where your job is to scale up your business. So once you are here in the foundation, हम आपके लिए क्या-क्या करके देते हैं. Ready starts. So let's say if you want to go ahead with MSME registration, my team will do it for you. IEC, RCMC and compliances. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के पोर्टल पे जो चार्जेस पे करने हैं वही, आपको बाहर कोई कंसल्टिंग लेने की जरूरत नहीं. We will design a website for you. All you have to give is the domain because वो राइट्स आपके पास रखे. My team will create a beautiful website for you. They will write content. They will post relevant images, certification, and WhatsApp integration, mobile integration, everything. We will design your company profile because once you are in sales, you need to have a very strong profile. My team will design it for you without any cost. This is what we give everything in the gift. Also, we will take care of your social media presence. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, twice in a week for complete 1 year. Twice in a week you will be posting on the social media. My team will share with you the content, the image and a hashtag. If you are interested to continue to work in the joint venture, we will give you joint venture script so that you are pitching to the manufacturer in the correct way. Also, agreement ka copy. So you don't need to go outside, because we have inside our legal team and they have created this work. We will share it with you. Now, once you are done with the foundation work, my dear entrepreneurs, we will be entering into the sales. We will give you the database of software, which is Google Map Extractor. We will also give you a software which is WhatsApp Sender. Now, what is this software for? Let's say you are putting the keyword called importer of fabric in that country. You will get all the information on one screen. That's exactly how the database works, software works. We will share it with you so that you are moving in the right direction. आपने कल पोर्ट डेटा देखा, if you remember. We will share 5,000 transactions of your 5 different product, so that you are reaching to the buyer, those who are already buying your material from different countries. Not only this, जो लोग भारत से मटेरियल नहीं खरीद रहे हैं, हम वो भी डेटा आपके साथ शेयर करते हैं. व्हाट्सएप मैसेज आप क्या भेजोगे वो स्क्रिप्ट शेयर करेंगे, व्हाट्सएप सॉफ्टवेयर शेयर करेंगे, ईमेल की स्क्रिप्ट देंगे, आपको ईमेल सेंड करना शुरू करेंगे, कॉलिंग की स्क्रिप्ट देंगे, मॉक करवा के लेंगे. सो दैट्स समथिंग व्हिच इज प्रिपरेशन ऑन द कोड स्टेप बाय स्टेप. नाउ वंस यू विल परफॉर्म, we will give you 16 different sales strategies. You can choose which is the right option for you to start, and then you can proceed. We will manage your 21 days action plan so that you are taking action on the right plan. You will have your accountability partner, activity partner, accounts manager, and you are a part of a community. We will add you into the WhatsApp group. Every day you have to send report kya kiya aapne. We call it as review. So the moment you are clear with your action plan, every day you have to post your progress. आप डाल रहे हैं वैसे और लोग डाल रहे हैं. You have a captain, you can't miss a single day. So weekly, once you are attending the session, there is a review happening in the breakout session, so that you are working in a perfect execution is on like peak. The entire interest is send your first shipment. The next is 100 containers, and third is daily loading. This is what we will deal with you so that you are producing results. You are not individual. As I shared, you will be participating in the group. This is a community. We have people from various background. Media से हैं हमारे साथ लोग, government departments, country heads, industrialists, homemakers, students, farmers, people from law background, people from background those who are doctors, authors, chartered accountant, people from outside India, which includes US, Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Dubai, Oman, Qatar, and 16 total countries. You are accountable. You are moving in the right direction. Now coming to the process of registration and the fees of the program. Whatever I shared with you, this is 1 year program, और हमने जो जो आपको बताया मैं आपके साथ ये शेयर करके देते हैं. The fees of the program is 99,000 plus GST, around 1,16,000 rupees will be the total. Session number 1 is happening on 22nd August, which is Thursday. The only session which is happening in noon hours from 3:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Now what will happen once you will register? So as I shared, we don't have any sales team will approach you. Rather, we have team to serve you. So the moment you register yourself, my team will give you a welcome call. They will share the copy of assignment. They will ask your GST details so that they can also share the copy of invoice with you. The moment you will receive the copy of assignments, please make sure you complete that, and then we will meet on Thursday. We will continue the journey of participation. Those of you are clear you want to register, you can find link in the Zoom chat box, and you can click. It will redirect you to the Razorpay payment gateway. If you want to go ahead with EMI, you can use credit card and you can make the payment. Yes, there are options: UPI, banking, which is NEFT, and online banking. You can proceed accordingly, whatever options you want. All right. Those of you are willing to register, give me hand raise. Those of you are not, don't worry. The program is not end yet. We have to share with you how to choose profitable products. I will be also sharing gifts and bonuses with you. So if you are very clear you want to register, you can raise your hand and you can find the link in the Razorpay, in the chat box of the Razorpay. Before you find the link, before you click, before you make the payment, I just wanted you to understand. My dear entrepreneur, this is a world of implementation and managing the consistency, not as an individual, but versus you being somebody as community. Like respected sir who completed his career in defense forces, retired, looking for an option associated with us, turn as an export.
So sir, when I was towards the end of my, you can say, career in the defense forces, I was just trying to, I take rather that मेरे पास क्या options होंगी to start my second journey. And through Facebook ad, I saw your ad of, you can say, I think not more than 30 seconds. And instantly, to be very honest, I connected with you. I joined your mentorship program, and the benefit is that now I'm an expert.
Once you follow this process step by step, right from designing your goals to moving ahead, the gentleman sent his first shipment. As I shared with you, the next goal will be 100 containers. He achieved that. Now he's working for daily loading.
जी, you are the one, जो family में एक अलग सोच रखता है, मतलब family owned manufacturing business, that's to joint family owned manufacturing unit, और वहाँ से नया thought लेकर आना, अपने individual conversation को entertain करके एक exporter बनना, पहली बार containers भेजना, 100 containers तक की journey करना, आपकी family की क्या feelings? तो फादर का सपोर्ट तो पहले से बहुत था इसमें, फादर मदद की, बट देवर मतलब की तो नई इंडस्ट्री है, आप फैमिली को 50 years से तो बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है, दे नॉट एवरीथिंग, तो दे वर लिटिल इनिशिएटिव तो लग रहा था कि ये यू आर नॉट टेकिंग रिस्क, मतलब व्हाई यू आर टेकिंग दिस रिस्क, नो वी नीड, बट व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड एंड आई जॉइंड, once they saw the first photos of the entry that getting loaded, the first payment in dollar, they were like, okay, now you can do it, we trusted on them, there was no looking back. Yeah, when I closed and just putting the mark out, they were very proud and for one very good thing. This is 50-year-old business, and what turnover they used to do in 1 year, I have achieved that in 2 years. Wow. जो 50 साल उन्होंने मेहनत की और 1 year का टर्न कर रहे थे, वो 2 साल मुझे लगे 3 साल right now I am doing 1 year.
See, that is it is possible. The whole point is why I'm sharing this, because see, it's not an overnight phenomena. In fact, people, those who have raised your hand, now you can find the link. And I want to gift you something. The very straight and upfront gift for you people, those who have raised hand. Let's say you are entering in our system for 1 year. My dear entrepreneurs, I want to gift this one more additional year so that you and I, an entire community, you have an association for 2 years. In fact, before you make a payment, I want to draw your attention over here. See, this is not a quick, rich scheme kind of thing. You have to manage your learning and implementation, right? So there are 2 case studies which very quickly I want to share with you. Number 1, which you already saw yesterday.
लगभग कितने shipments अभी तक आती है जर्नी में मुझे है 2018 से लेकर मैंने करीब 280 to 290 shipments हो गए. इससे कंपनी की बात करने जा रहे हैं तो more than 1000 containers की. दिनेश भाई,
and then there is a gentleman जिनको 2 साल लग गए. And I want to be very authentic about same. And I want to share this case study with you.
शिपमेंट हुआ, फर्स्ट शिपमेंट का मेरा एडवांस आया, उसके बाद मैंने ऑफिस चालू किया. मेरी फैमिली और हमने साथ में इनॉग्रेशन किया था ऑफिस का, तो वो मोमेंट मेरे लिए काफी एक अच्छा मोमेंट है. आज भी जब इमेजेस में देखता हूँ तो एनर्जी मिलती है, और उस खुशी के लिए के मोमेंट के लिए मैं ऑनलाइन काम कर रहा हूँ. मेरा फर्स्ट शिपमेंट का एडवांस आया था, उसके बाद मैंने ऑफिस चालू किया और फिर मैंने एक्सपोर्ट किया. मेरा एडवांस भी बिना किसी सेटअप के, बिना किसी उस चीज के आगे था, सिर्फ कम्युनिकेशन बेसिस पर, असाइनमेंट्स के बेसिस. Yeah, in fact, in fact, your advance सिर्फ इसलिए आया था because आप practice कर रहे हो. No, what you're saying is so powerful. 2 years continuously making efforts, and then in the process you started making corrections, and then you receive your first advance payment.
See, the whole idea is to make sure that you're participating in the process. All right, thank you for raising hands. जिन्होंने hand raise किया, yes, I'm sharing the link. Give me a moment, please. And yes. Let me see your hand raises. Yes, there we are. And that's the link you have. Thank you. Yes, genuine hand raise here, guys. Now you can find the link in the chat box. You can just click. Number 1. See, what happens is this link will take you to the Razorpay payment gateway. Once you fill up your details, it will ask about the options. If you want to go ahead with EMI, it is there. Choose the credit card as an option. And also if you want to go ahead with banking, net banking or UPI, you can choose the option. Now here is a request. Please take a screenshot once you make the payment and send that screenshot to the number from where you are receiving the WhatsApp message. So 2 things. जैसे आप पेमेंट करते हैं स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए, स्क्रीनशॉट लेने के बाद WhatsApp पर भेज दीजिए और यहाँ पर Zoom chat में acknowledge कर दीजिए your registration is done. I'm putting your hands down. Thank you very much. Now, moving ahead, we even understand that you may have certain concerns or questions and you want to get those answers. Well, in that case, you can speak to my team, registration team. They will listen to your concerns. They will make you understand. You can feel just free to reach them. The number is 63569 23002. I'll repeat the number 635692300. Alright, that's all from the mentorship program. Now let's come back to the program and let's continue the journey. People, those who are interested, you are requested to make sure that you complete the process of registration and participation. How to send multiple shipments. Now this is for everybody. My dear entrepreneurs, please make sure you write down two things. One is dollar business. Another is Volza. Dollar business and Volza. Here I want you to write down two things. Number one, schedule demo with them. Number two, minimum for 5 times. Okay. Now what this exactly is all about. Let's say आपने जो कल देखा डेटा वो पोर्ट डेटा है, right? भारत से जो एक्सपोर्ट हुआ, एक्सपोर्ट happening from India. This company, which is either Volza or let's say dollar business, once you fill up the detail, their executive will come to you and they will share the screen on the Zoom. आपको अपना प्रोडक्ट बताना है. You will understand, you will get the clarity. Number one, people, those who are buying material from India, as well as 60 more countries. So let's say if you want to understand buyer from Australia, not buying right now from India, versus buying from some different country, you will even find those people there. Number two, आपको pricing पता चल जाती है. So once we talk about profitability, India से जो material जा रहा है, you find it on a port data, and people, those who are not buying from India, in fact they are buying from some different places outside India, you will get even there. जब आप स्क्रीन पे सामने देखते हैं, you come up with 2 points which are very clear in nature. Number one, जो प्राइसिंग मेंशन की गई है, अगर वो कम है तो वो बायर को टच मत करो. There are high chances, बहुत ज्यादा है, उन्हीं बायर के पास अप्रोच करो. The difference between and these portals is port data is from India, only India का data, and these portals offer 60 countries का data, so that you are entering into the globalization kind of experience you will have. सो नहीं पाओगे जिस दिन आप डेमो करोगे. डेमो इज फॉर फ्री. एनुअल सब्सक्रिप्शन इनका कॉस्ट है अराउंड 1,50,000. Alright, so I was addressing you people, those who are registering today. This is the data we will be giving you of your products. So 5,000 transaction will be from port data stuff, and this is something which is beyond even like one can expect. जो इंडिया से मटेरियल नहीं खरीदते हैं वैसे और देशों का डेटा वो भी हम आपके साथ शेयर करते हैं. That was something which I want to bring forth in your notice. Now I want to share with you quickly profitable products. You are requested to take notes. You are requested to take screenshots. So before I share these products with you, we have shared the profit margin involved in this. अब जब profit margin हमने इसमें involve किए हैं ना, तो मैं आपको ये भी बताना चाहता हूँ. This is a study done by me and my participants. In fact, also my team members. और जो एवरेज प्रॉफिट मार्जिन निकाले हैं हमने ट्रेड के बेसिस पे निकाले. नाउ व्हाट डज दैट मीन? लेट्स से यू आर एन इंडिविजुअल एंड यू आर क्लियर दैट मेरे को तो रजिस्टर कर देना. बायर जो भी अमाउंट बोले ना, आई एम ओके. 2% is also fine because for the first time I am doing the export. See, that could be your thought, which is absolutely right, valid. But on other hand, once we talk about the business in the particular product, उसमें average margins क्या हैं? So we are sharing all those margins with you. You are requested to pay attention on the screen. Post that I will share with you how you can do this for yourself. I'll guide you 4-step process and then we will complete the session. Here we are. You are requested to take screenshots. If you find this product is valuable for you. So number one, electric wires, 5,000 crore market, 5 years, 141 plus countries, 10 to 15% average profit margin. Organic spices, 50 to 70% profit margin with 18,000 plus crores market of 5 years. My dear entrepreneurs, 700 plus crores market, 10 to 25% profit involved in this in the product called egg powder. 87 countries, 1,000 crore market, marble product with profit margin of 30 to 65%. 15 to 40% profit margin available in Makhana, 1,000 crore plus market, 103 countries, huge adaptability ratio. 29,000 crore market of bed sheets with 164 countries reach and 30 to 60% profit margin. We'll talk about pens, which are writing pens, 10 to 50% margin, 180 countries, 7,000 crore market. Essential oils, 10 to 50% margins, 163 countries, 35,000 crore market. This product goes even in Korea. One of the amazing product. Pulses, reputation guaranteed, 5 to 25% profit margin, 124 countries, 17,000 crore market. Leather handbags, 30 to 80% profit margin, 6,000 crore market, 96 plus countries में market. Decorative laminates, 20 to 60% profit margin. My dear entrepreneur, 9,000 crore market. 110 से ज्यादा देशों में adaptability है. Jaggery, 95 countries plus market, 500 crores turnover. 20 to 40% profit involved in this product. Let's talk about banana powder. 20 to 60% profit involved in this product. 6,000 crore market, 47 से ज्यादा देशों में. Peanuts, 10 to 50% margin, 89 से ज्यादा देशों में market. My dear entrepreneur, 27,000 crore business. मुल्तानी मिट्टी 172 देश, 9,000 crore market, 30 to 80% profit margin. Corrugated boxes, 5 to 30% profit margin, 1,000 crore turnover, 160 plus देशों में export. Furniture, 198 countries, 88,000 crores market, 30 to 80% profit margins. Red chili, 10 to 20% profit, 95 countries, 36,000 crores market. My dear entrepreneur, toughened glass, 145 countries, 5 to 25% profit margin, 2,000 crore plus market. Salt, हमारे देश का नमक, very very powerful product, 10 to 30% profit, 147 plus countries, 8,000 crore market. I'll talk about wires, 10 to 25% profit margin, 111 countries, 13,000 crores market. In fact, buyers of stainless steel. Protein powder, 10 to 35% margin, 105 देशों में 1,000 crore से ज्यादा का market. To talk about maize corn, correct season है अभी, 24,000 crore market, 70 से ज्यादा देशों में export, 5 to 20% profit margin. Carpet, 30 to 60% margin, 118 देशों में expansion, 6,000 crore market. Garbage bag, 10 to 20% profit margin, 175 plus countries, 17,000 crore market. My dear entrepreneurs, if we talk about books, 5 to 30% profit margin, 183 plus countries, 8,000 crore market. Frozen foods, 10 to 30% profit, reputation is guaranteed, 175 countries and 13,000 crore market. Jute bags, 10 to 40% profit, 129 countries, 4,000 crore market. Medical devices, 199 देशों में, 43,000 crore market, 20 to 30% profit. Ginger, 15 to 25% profit, 2,000 crore market, 93 countries. Men's footwear, 40 countries, 5 to 40% profit margin, 7,000 crore market. I want to share with you how to set this profit margin. But before that, आप में से कितने लोगों ने 5 और उससे ज्यादा प्रोडक्ट आपकी बुक्स में लिख लिए? So answer is yes. Can I have your Zoom hand raises? Awesome. Super awesome. That's really abundance on the screen. Brilliant. अच्छा guys, क्या मैं एक और एक्टिविटी करूंगा? रादर मैं क्या नहीं कर सकता हूं जो आपके चेहरे पे स्माइल है? Can I share more products, profitable products with you directly on your WhatsApp? Can I send that link to you? All right. Will that bring more smile on your face? Answer is yes. Yes, I can see that. So I'll ask my team to send you the link of our Instagram account. Once you will go there, for the first time you will put a comment in the reel of the product which is displayed in the reel itself. And for the first time, you will receive a questionnaire which will ask about to submit your name, email ID and city for only once. And then you will get report immediately in your DM, which is your direct message. और उसके बाद आप जितने भी प्रोडक्ट्स का डीएम मांगेंगे कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं होगा. So that's how it is. I'll ask my team to send you the details so that you have more products. In fact, हम और नए नए products वहां पर डालने वाले हैं. Please make sure करिएगा values लेके. How to set profit margin? I want to give you 4-step process. This gentleman working on this.
Fortunately, we made a loss of around 14 lakh rupees in that particular consignment you can say. Being exporter join करने के बाद जब मैंने लिखा तो लोग प्रॉफिट में बल्क बना रहे, प्रॉफिट्स बल्क ऑफ प्रॉफिट, मतलब मेरा लॉस तो कुछ भी नहीं है, इतना तो यहाँ पे लोग एक हफ्ते में कमा रहे हैं या ऐसी चीजें हो रही है. पहले मुझे लगता था अरे क्या है फाउंडेशन, इतना सारा सबको कॉन्टेक्ट करो, इतना सारा राइटअप लिखो, तो ऐसा लगता था क्या स्कूल की तरह ये सब लिखना करना. बट उसकी इम्पोर्टेंस समझ में आई जब वो फर्स्ट शिपमेंट जा रहा था. किसी और कंट्री में तू किसी को कॉन्टेक्ट करेगा और वो तुझे एडवांस पेमेंट देगा जबकि तुझे जानता भी नहीं है. तो मुझे वो फील हो गया था ये सभी लोग शायद अंदर हंसते होंगे. तो जैसे ही मुझे अपना पहला एडवांस मिला, मैंने सबसे पहले अपने पापा को बताया और उन्होंने शायद कुछ एक्सप्रेस नहीं किया, बट मुझे उनके फेस में ऑलमोस्ट सब कुछ दिख गया था. ही वाज सो हैप्पी कि
स्टेप नंबर 1, प्रोडक्ट का एचएस कोड. मैं आपको 11,000 प्रोडक्ट के एचएस कोड अभी दे देने वाला हूं. आप इक्वेशन लिख लेंगे उसके बाद इमीडिएटली. So also I wanted to write down 3-step process to get a validation for HS code. Step number 1, please write down DGFT. Export Promotion Council. Once you will be in sales, your freight forwarder. See what will happen with the HS code is, कभी कभी ये होगा कि आप एक HS code पर multiple products देखोगे. कभी ये भी होगा आपके प्रोडक्ट का मल्टीपल एचएस कोड दिखेगा. Why this will happen? This is basic because you come from an understanding of image which are there in your mind about the product. In export industry there are HS codes. So you need to get a validation from DGFT, number 1, number 2 Export Promotion Council, and number 3 your freight forward. So once you get a validation for the HS code, next is please write down, second step is cost price or purchase price. If you are a manufacturer, there you go, it's your cost price. If you're not a manufacturer, you will procure it from the market, that's your purchase price. You're working as a merchant exporter. Third, please write down port data. What is port data? जो भारत से एक्सपोर्ट हुआ है वो जानकारी. Into bracket, please write down minimum to maximum pricing. Let's say your product cost is 100 rupees. And already export happening from India is 110 rupees to 140 rupees. तो जब आप पोर्ट डेटा देखते हैं, यूनिट पर प्राइस आपके सामने आता है. There are average prices. See, since there is no body governing between you and your buyer to give a pricing, it's always between you and your buyer and negotiation on the code. So let's say the minimum price is 110, maximum is 140. That is price from port data. And the last is kindly write down dollar business or Volza. Here you have an access for more than 60 countries. And then you will exactly understand which is the country right fit for you, the right buyer, so that you can reach them. The pricing will goes like this: 110 rupees, which is minimum, and maximum you will see 180, 200, so on and so forth. Here you can just go through this and then you can filter and you can only reach to the buyer जो आपको अच्छा margin दे रहे हैं. On one hand, you have database of buyer. On other hand, you are clear that you need 3 or 5 buyers, those who can give you repetitive orders. And that's where you can actually put yourself into the right product with the great margins. My dear entrepreneur, now the time for assignments. Please take notes. This is exactly your roadmap to follow. Step number 1, please make sure that you watch a video which we are going to send you today, the world of freight forwarder. Once you watch the video, tomorrow and onwards you will search in Google freight forwarder. आपको 5 फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर को इस वीक में बात करना है. एवरी वीक 5, so 20 in total. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, आर दे डीलिंग इन योर प्रोडक्ट? जो प्रोडक्ट में आप एक्सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं, क्या उसमें वो आपसे डील करेंगे? Let's say they are only interested in chemicals or they are only working for agro commodity, so there will be a contrast. At the time of buyer, you will find struggle. So you need to have at least minimum of 5 freight forwarder with you. So reach 20 minimum. Question number 1, are they dealing in a product? Question number 2, Will they serve you in your city? Question number 3. Will they serve you in documentation? तीनों का यस मिल जाए आप उसे सेमीफाइनल में ले लीजिए, और जब आपके पास एक्चुअल इंक्वायरी जनरेट हो, दैट्स वेयर यू कैन रीच टू द बाय. Next is kindly write down courier company, minimum of 10 throughout the month. Questionnaire will remain same. जो फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर से क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं आप, सेम क्वेश्चंस. नेक्स्ट इज प्लीज राइट डाउन विजिट और कॉल ECGC. जैसे गूगल में आप लिखेंगे ECGC, एक्सपोर्ट क्रेडिट गारंटी कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया, you will be redirected to their website. You can find address over there. My request is, if it is in your city, please go and visit. If it is not, you can make a phone call. Now the moment you are visiting or speaking on a call, what conversation you will do between you and your respected sir from ECDC? Question number 1, charges. What are the charges? Question number 2, very important question, the process of managing risk. अगर बायर आपके पास आया तो आप कब उन्हें पूछेंगे, what is the process? The last question, the process of claim settlement. अगर नुकसान हो गया तो कैसे आपको पैसा मिलेगा? The process of claim settlement. Visit 5 banks. Please write down names. Number 1, ICICI. Number 2, IDBI. Number 3, Axis versus SBI and Bank of Baroda. Now I wanted to write down few questions. See, there are many banks. मैं सबके नाम नहीं लूंगा, but आपको आइडिया देना था. I want you to visit mix. So that's the reason I gave you the names. Now, the moment you visit the bank, you have to at least go through few conversations. You need to have a clarity. Question number 1, funding options followed by rate of interest. Question number 2, type of current account for export. And question number 3, which is very, very important, LC discounting and charges. LC discounting and charges. Then you will compare with other banks and you will see which is right option for you. You can proceed accordingly. All right. Please schedule a visit at your law firm in your city, in your reference, in your area, for your joint venture part. Schedule demo in both companies, Dollar Business and Bolza, for at least 5 times. People, those who have registered or you are considering participation for next 1 year plus 1 year with us, be very clear, don't buy this. We're going to give you gift, a lot of database, and later you can take a call if you are still in need of these kind of further portals and registrations. Okay. Your Mind program is activated for next 21 days in your account. Your gifts and bonuses are as follows. So one is affirmation program, which is there in your account. We will be sharing with you total 7 videos, right from world of freight forwarder, lab testing, world of GST. क्योंकि एक्सपोर्ट में GST नहीं लगता है, so you need to watch at least understanding of how it look like. With me, respected sir from Chartered Accountant Association, he is with me, and then we have created a podcast. Also, world of banking, जो मैंने आपको क्वेश्चनर बोले हैं, respected sir as associate vice president in bank मेरे साथ के सिस्टम पे मेरे पॉडकास्ट में, और मैंने उनको सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछे हैं. So total of 7 videos will be sending it to you by tomorrow. Today you will receive one by 7:30 p.m. which is world of freight forwarder. Rest every video you will be receiving the tomorrow's message WhatsApp directly, which includes even world of Indian embassies, which is already posted in your WhatsApp group today. Sorry, in your individual number today itself. Now I want to share with you a lot of links and resources in the chat box. You are requested to please copy it and paste it in your notepads. See, the algorithm of the Zoom is, अगर Zoom disconnect हो गया तो आप copy paste नहीं कर पाएंगे. And this is only available for participants, those who are here live with us. Right? So just give me a moment. I'm arranging it for you. Followed by, I'll be also giving you HS code ka list, which is 11,000 plus HS code. So I'm sending you one after another the messages here in the chat box. Send. First message sent. Second one also done. Sent you the third one. Sending you the fourth message, my dear entrepreneur. This will give you a clarity if you want to reach to the particular buyer and you are struggling to find their website. These companies will help you for doing this. Since these packages are paid and we don't believe in affiliates, so we are sharing only names. They will initially offer you for free. आपको लेने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. You will find many options here. Your work will be done. Now I'll take few minutes and I want to send you the link. Sorry, I want to send you the file of HS code, which is 11,000 product HS code. Give me a moment. I'm just coming right back. Thank you.
भागने की लग जाना है, भागने की लग जाना तुझे तो
भागने की भूख लग जाए 10 बजे रहते तो
लगता कब चाय पिला था बढ़िया सी
दूध है.
हाँ होगा बढ़िया से बनाइए, हल्की चीनी डाल दी.
Three, two, and one. Done. You can find it in your Zoom chat. List of HS code along with the turnover. डाउनलोड कर लीजिए, एक बार देख लीजिए. खो मत जाइएगा, वापस आ जाइए. स्क्रीन पर हार्ट दे दीजिए if you saw that. You downloaded and got it. Abhijit sir, thank you. Got it. Surat sir, Subhash sir, thank you. Brilliant. Sharan sir, thank you, because we've sent to everyone. Thank you. Brilliant. All right, can I do this thing? Can I send this file tomorrow also on your WhatsApp number so that mobile may be home? Will that bring smile on your face? Yes, we will do that. Because क्या है ना, सिस्टम में नहीं, लैपटॉप पे नहीं, आपके मोबाइल फोन में भी होना चाहिए. जब भी फ्री हो देखो, so that you are back in the track and you are performing again. This will give you complete clarity about the turnover in the product which you are interested to and an exact HS. We'll send this file tomorrow itself. All right, thank you very much. Here we go with the last point. My dear entrepreneurs, I need a partnership, genuine and authentic partnership as a demand, and that's the reason we are asking today, in despite of yesterday. All I want is you attended the workshop, you got to know about the content, the way we work with you, all the gifts and bonuses, and the amount which you paid, rupees 199, plus taxes, which is 235 in total. My dear entrepreneur, we need your support to take this work to every possible corner of our nation, and we want to impact many lives. We want to build our muscles to gain more and more trust from the people, those who are watching our advertisements. Hence, we want a video as a testimonial from you, where you can share your name, your city, and your experience, how it went for you. You can be heart out in your expression, whatever you feel you want to share. Kindly share that video once you record from your mobile to our WhatsApp number. What we will do is we will spread it in social media on our social accounts. लाखों लोग देखेंगे and then people will be here. Probably आपको पता भी नहीं होगा, आपका वीडियो देख करके किसी ने रजिस्टर किया और वो एक्सपोर्टर बने. But yes, that will be the case. With all due respect of your privacy, if your answer is yes, you can give me handles on the screen. Akshay Shekhar sir, thank you. Rajiv sir, thank you. R. Viraj sir, thank you. Vivek Raj sir, thank you. Danzil sir, thank you very much. Kohinoor Surgical sir, thank you very much. Virendra sir, Jignesh Vyas sir, Nikhil Sharma sir, Simar ma'am, Ram Gopal sir, thank you very much guys. Guneet ma'am, Manish sir, God, Balwant Singh sir, Ekta ma'am, Divya ma'am, Raveen sir, Sharan sir, thank you. Segal sir, thank you very much. Abhijit sir, Shivatsav sir, really appreciate it guys. We have like what, total of, oh, that's really abundance. Got it. 37 plus people. Got it. Amish sir, thank you very much. Ashwin sir, thank you very much. Guys, here is a request. Please make sure that you send this possibly today, max by tomorrow. Right? In that case, जैसे ही आप WhatsApp पर भेजोगे ना आपका वीडियो, my team will give you a return gift जो मैंने आपके लिए बना के रखी. और मेरा वादा है आपसे, आप बहुत blessings देंगे वो गिफ्ट सुनकर. The gift is 50 plus countries, sorry, total 50 countries के करंट ईमेल आईडीज इंडियन एम्बेसीज के हमने इकट्ठा करके रखे हैं एक्सेल शीट में, और आपको सीधा सीधा मेरी टीम आपको दे देगी, सो दैट मंडे ऑनवर्ड्स यू आर यूजिंग अ सॉफ्टवेयर कॉल येट अनदर मेल मर्ज और सेंड इन ब्लू, यू क्लिक अ बटन कॉल सेंड. इंडियन एम्बेसीज को क्या मेल भेजना आपको पता है. मंडे ऑनवर्ड्स यू विल रिसीव abundance and abundance of buyers database. Ekta ma'am, thank you very very much. I completely respect your gesture. You're like literally playing class. I got that, Ekta ma'am. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'm putting your hands down. पहले इसलिए नहीं बताया, business नहीं है, because आप लोग heart out express कर रहे हैं आपका genuine conversation, which means a lot. Now, one announcement, a very quick, before I open for Q&A. My dear entrepreneurs, as you see that there is a record button which is playing over here, and we will be sending, we will be making sure that you can watch this recording in your account. So the recording of session number 1, it is there already. Session number 2, which is right now, it will take some time, buffer होगा और आपके पास आ जाएगा आपके अकाउंट में कल मॉर्निंग में, कल शाम तक रहेगा, so that अगर आप कुछ देखना चाहते हैं, कुछ मिस आउट हो गया है, you can आराम से देख लीजिए, कुछ पॉइंट्स अगर बाकी रह गए तो आप लिख लीजिएगा. So recording number 1, session number 1 and session number 2 will be there in your account till tomorrow 5 o'clock. Also, we will be sending you links of the videos, podcast and list of HS code in your mobile phone itself. People, those who have raised your hands to send your videos as a testimonial, we will send a list of current email IDs as an Excel sheet of 50 countries. And also, my dear entrepreneur, people, those who have registered in the mentorship program, or considering registering into the mentorship program, 1 year plus 1 year, as well as all this work which we have shared in the detail, you can get all this and you will be part of a community. Here we declare our session and the program complete. Thank you very much for being here till late evening. It was not that easy for anyone. In fact, for many of you to participate for a longer period of time. If you are going, please take care of yourself. I'm looking forward to witness your case study. Have a great time ahead and bye for now. If you have any questions, you are requested to please make sure that you are here. Raise your hand. Your video is on and please don't repeat the same question. Thank you very much. Abhijit sir, here you are.
Yes sir, I have only one question sir. Actually, कल जो आपने दिया था, जो असाइनमेंट दिया था करने को DGATF पोर्टल में जाकर के करने का, वहां मैं एक चीज चेक कर रहा था. हेलो, हाँ सर, वहां पर जो एक एक्सपोर्ट कम्युनिटी वाइज जो ऑप्शन थे, वहां पर मैंने गया तो वहां आपको 2 लेवल के ऑप्शन आते हैं. 2 लेवल्स और 3 लेवल्स करके ऑप्शन आ रहे हैं
आपका जो HS कोड है ना सर,
जी सर
जो HS कोड है उसके बेसिस पर आप सिलेक्ट करते हैं। जैसे और HS कोड है 6 डिजिट्स, तो वो 6 डिजिट का आपका कोड, वहां पर आप 6 डिजिट सिलेक्ट करते हैं।
सर मैंने 2 डिजिट कोड सिलेक्ट किया, मैंने लेवल 2 रखा।
अरे दादा सुनो तो सही।
ओके
या सो आप जो HS कोड एंटर करते हैं ना सर, उसी का डिजिट रिलेवेंट आपको सिलेक्ट करना है। सो 6 है तो 6, 2 है तो 2, दैट्स इट। Again.
So I used 2 level, but I am able to use that code 6 code. Okay, leave it. That's not the वो बड़ा ऑप्शन नहीं है। मैं एक चीज देख रहा था, जो एक्सेल डाउनलोड किया वहां से
डाउनलोड कुछ नहीं करना है।
नहीं, एक्सेल मैंने डाउनलोड किया वहां जिसमें सारा देखा था।
That is वो मालूम नहीं सर, बट जो वहां पर आपने देखा, that is something which is giving you the clarity about the turnover.
हाँ, जैसे कि मैंने एक 7210 HS कोड थे, वो है फ्लैट और रोल्ड आयरन स्टील प्रोडक्ट्स एंड विथ 600 mm जो भी है, एंड 2023-24
सर क्वेश्चन दीजिए ना।
हाँ, तो वो ऑप्शन क्या है? मैं जो देख रहा हूँ कि 23, 24 और 24-25 के बीच में वो गिर रहा है, उसका डिक्रीज हो रहा है, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट कह रही है कि वो इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं। मैं कई ऐसी चीज देखे हैं जिसमें दिख रहा है कि वो डिक्रीज हो रहे हैं, बट गवर्नमेंट कह रही है कि नहीं वो इंक्रीज है। आयरन पे मैंने चेक किया, वो दिखा रहे हैं कि और डे बाय डे एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन ये यहाँ पे क्या दिखा रहे हैं वो नहीं। और जब मैं 24-25 में आप देखिए एक ऑप्शन
मैं जवाब दे दूं जो मेरी जानकारी में।
जी सर।
अभी आपको किसने कहा एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ रहा है, घट रहा है, ऑनेस्टली मुझे मालूम नहीं है।
ओके,
गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया जो यहाँ पर आपको डेटा दे रही है, वो ऑलरेडी एक्सपोर्ट हुआ है भारत से, उसका रन टाइम डेटा देता है।
अच्छा, उसमें
टू गेट अ वैलिड,
नहीं उसमें अप्रैल मई क्यों लिखा हुआ? 24-25 में अप्रैल में लिखा हुआ, बट 23 एंड 24 में नॉट मेंशन द मंथ्स।
आप एक बार वीडियो देख लेंगे कल वाला जो सेशन नंबर 1 है, उतने पार्ट पे जाके। अब अभिजीत सर, अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग कम्युनिकेशन आई वांट टू ब्रिंग फॉर द नोटिस। सर, वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, हम बहुत जगह से चीजों को सुनते हैं, जो रिपीटेडली सुनते हैं उसमें हम वास्तविकता ढूंढ लेते हैं। राइट। आज के बाद आपसे विनती है, कोई भी मौखिक कॉन्वर्सेशन में पार्टिसिपेट ना करें। कोई क्या बोल रहा है, क्यों बोल रहा है, उसके पीछे मकसद क्या है, वो कहां से बोल रहा है, हमें मालूम नहीं है। हमें ये मालूम है ये एग्जैक्ट एक्सपोर्ट हुआ है। अगर आप उसकी डिटेल जानना चाहते हो तो पोर्ट डेटा मंगवा लो, आपको ट्रांजेक्शन वाइज डिटेल मिल जाए। आज के बाद कोई रूमर्स में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करे।
डेफिनेटली
एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ रहा है, घट रहा है, हमें कोई लेना देना नहीं। हमें ये लेना देना है हमारा प्रोडक्ट क्या कॉन्टिन्यूसली ग्रो कर रहा है, जिसको आप सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं। अगर कॉन्टिन्यूसली नीचे जा रहा है, आप उसमें भी काम करिए, आई रियली डोंट माइंड, बट उसे प्रोडक्ट 2 में रखिएगा, पहले में नहीं, क्योंकि पहले वो प्रोडक्ट में काम करिए जिसमें ग्रोथ अच्छा है, फ्यूचर सिक्योर।
एक चीज तो आपके सेशन में करके ये हुआ सर, मेरा जो गोल था उसके मैं एक स्टेप और फॉरवर्ड हो गया।
अभिजीत सर, मेरे कर्मा सफल हो गए। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू
सर,
थैंक यू फॉर पेशेंस। यस, लेट्स हियर फ्रॉम आरविराज सर, देन राहुल सर, देन दिलीप आहूजा सर। दिलीप दादा आप आ गए आज, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, मैं कल से चाह रहा था आपसे बात करने के लिए, थैंक यू। आरविराज सर प्लीज गो अहेड।
हाँ जी सर, कैसे हैं आप?
माय डियर सर, ऑल योर्स, थैंक यू।
ओके, मेरे तो पॉइंट्स है जो क्लियर करने हैं, ठीक है। हमने एक बात की है अभी फ्रेट फॉरवर्ड, 3-4 हम अलग अलग फ्रेट फॉरवर्ड से बात करेंगे, तो किस बेस पे हम उनको सेमीफाइनल लिस्ट में डालेंगे?
जब आप कोटेशन उनसे रिसीव करेंगे, आपके पास प्राइसिंग आ जाएगी। आरविराज सर, यू कैन चेक ऑल दोस प्राइसिंग एंड देन यू कैन कंपेयर।
ठीक है। नेक्स्ट, जब हम बायर से, आपने एक चीज तो बता दी है कि हम मैन्युफैक्चरर के साथ में जॉइंट वेंचर करेंगे तो उसका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बनेगा। जब हम बायर के साथ में कोई भी डील फाइनल कर रहे हैं तो वहां पे कैसे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बनेगा?
कौन सा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट?
लाइक somebody is परचेजिंग फ्रॉम अस, मेरा एक बायर है तो
कम अगेन,
मेरा
कौन सा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट?
मैं बोल रहा हूँ मेरा एक बायर, करेक्ट? वो
आई गॉट दैट सर, मुझे ये बताइए कौन सा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट? क्रेडिट का?
एक तो एलसी हो गया,
दैट्स इट,
बस वही एक एलसी रहेगा, नथिंग एल्स।
दैट्स इट सर, दैट्स
ओके। एक बार मुझे बोल रहा है ओके मुझे थ्रू आउट द ईयर आप 200 कंटेनर भेजेंगे, लेट्स मेक द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट।
प्राइसिंग फिक्स है आपके पास? परचेज प्राइस पूरे साल का
नहीं होगा।
तो परचेज प्राइस फिक्स नहीं है, आप सेल प्राइस कमिट करना चाहोगे?
नहीं कर पाएंगे।
इनफैक्ट वो कमिट करके राइटिंग में एग्रीमेंट करके देना चाहोगे?
नो।
प्राइसिंग मत दीजिए।
ठीक है जी, चलो वो बात भी मैं आपकी समझ गया। नेक्स्ट मेरा एक एक्सपीरियंस है, ठीक है, जैसे हम
सर ओनली क्वेश्चन, डोंट गिव मी अंडरस्टैंड।
बिल्कुल क्वेश्चन है,
ओनली क्वेश्चन सर, आप 50 क्वेश्चन पूछो, आई एम हियर टू सर्व, गिव मी द क्वेश्चन।
क्वेश्चन ये है, एक बायर है, इस आस्किंग के आपकी जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है उसके ऊपर हमारी ब्रांडिंग कीजिए।
दे दीजिए सर, उसे कस्टमाइजेशन कहा जाता है। नंबर 1, बायर कभी छोड़ के जाएगा नहीं विराट सर आपको। नंबर 2, विच इज मोर पावरफुल, रिपीट ऑर्डर्स तो कंफर्म है, मार्जिन भी अच्छे।
ठीक है।
इनफैक्ट माय डियर सर, इससे बेस्ट बात क्या होगी कि बायर हमारे साथ बना रहे। कस्टमाइजेशन में लोग रेडी नहीं होते, थोड़ा समय ज्यादा लग जाता है इनिशियली। प्लीज इन्वेस्ट करिएगा अगर टाइम है आपके पास। गो अहेड विद दैट सीरियस।
ठीक है सर, ठीक, थैंक यू।
परफेक्ट, वेरी गॉट इट। राहुल सर, हियर यू आर।
Yeah, hello sir. So sir, there is a few questions. One about licensing. अगर मैं food में और non food में अगर मैं करता हूँ तो what kind of licensing you require?
As I already shared, you need to communicate with Export Promotion Council. You will get a clarity about that. And freight forwarder से connect करके either they will do it for you or they will connect to the right consultant so that you can proceed.
Okay.
If you remember also, I was sharing अगर pharma product है तो Pharma Export Promotion Council, agriculture है तो Agriculture Export Promotion Council, फार्मा में कंट्री वाइज सर्टिफिकेशन क्या लगेंगे, या एग्रो कमोडिटीज में पेस्टिसाइड्स की मात्रा कंट्री वाइज क्या क्या एडेप्टेबिलिटी रेशियो है, वहां से आपको मिल जाएगा। वंस यू आर डन, कहां से बनवाओगे वो भी सुन लीजिए। फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर्स या तो वे बना के देंगे आपको या वो रिकमेंडेशन देंगे, सबसे बेस्ट ऑप्शन यही।
ओके। एंड सर अगर हमारी खुद ही मैन्युफैक्चरिंग नहीं है तो हम ट्रेडिंग का काम कर रहे हैं तो उसमें भी लाइसेंसिंग हमारी लगेगी या फिर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की चल जाएगी उसमें?
सर अगर से मालूमात हो जाएगी, जहां पर मैन्युफैक्चरर का लेबल जाना है वहां मैन्युफैक्चरर का ही जाएगा। अब अगर आप मर्चेंट एक्सपोर्ट की तरह काम कर रहे हैं राहुल सर, और अगर मैन्युफैक्चरर का लेबल जाना है, लेट्स से मैन्युफैक्चरर इंडिया बाय, तो अगली बार बायर आपके पास हाई चांसेस हैं नहीं लेंगे। तो जहां भी राहुल सर मैन्युफैक्चरर की आइडेंटिटी डिस्क्लोज होती है, अब जॉइंट वेंचर में ही काम करो।
हमें मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की आइडेंटिटी एक्सपोज नहीं करनी है, अपनी करनी है।
नहीं एक्सपोज नहीं है, वो तो होगा ही होगा क्योंकि वो मैंडेटरी रूल है। लेट्स से फार्मा एक्सपोर्ट करोगे तो उसमें जाएगा ही
नहीं। अगर फार्मा नहीं करता, नहीं अगर मैं फार्मा नहीं करता,
एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं सर, पहले समझ लीजिए। और मैं आपको निश्चित ही मैं 5 बार बैठा हूं आपके साथ, जरा भी उतारो। आपको 2 चीजें समझाना सर। एक, जैसे मैन्युफैक्चरर का कंपलसरी इसमें नाम आना ही, बायर भी व्यापारी है, वो अगली बार नहीं ही लेगा, तो आप जेडी करिएगा सर। और ये कैसे पता चलेगा, जैसे मैंने आपको कहा एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउंसिल से।
ओके सर, ये मेरा क्वेश्चन।
वेट माय डियर सर, थैंक यू फॉर
Goswami sir, one more please.
अभी रुको,
just a small one, just
नो ऐसा नहीं, पहले तो हैंड रेज भी नहीं दिया, डायरेक्ट एंट्री दे दिया ना आपको। अभी नहीं आहूजा सर, सबसे पहले स्वागत है आपका, थैंक यू सर, आप वापस आए क्वेश्चन के लिए। एंड आई एम एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी कल बात नहीं हो पाई आपसे क्योंकि आपका वीडियो सपोर्टिव नहीं था।
No problem, sir. It's all right. Actually, I was till the end of the show till yesterday, but somehow I'll not take much of your time. There are 4-5 questions with me, so some of them may be silly as well. If I am starting as a first-time exporter, right? So, do you suggest that I finalize my products first and then I approach the buyer?
Correct.
Or shall I? Right.
First is product, then sales.
Right. So first I select the product, then I approach the manufacturers of those products, and then I right. Secondly, sir, if I have to design a website, right, and currently I am just selecting the product and approaching the manufacturers, do you think that once the manufacturers are finalized, then I need to develop my website, because otherwise I don't have any website?
Your website and manufacturers, there is no correlation between both of them. Your website is your international visiting card for your buyer. जब आप मर्चेंट एक्सपोर्ट में काम करते हैं आहूजा सर, तो आप इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं। जब आप इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं तो आपको क्यों अपनी क्रेडिबिलिटी बढ़ानी है या क्यों कुछ देना है? इट्स लाइक यू आर आस्किंग द प्राइस, यू आर पेइंग द मनी, इन फैक्ट द ऑर्डर विच यू विल गिव, उनका 3 मंथ्स का टर्नओवर आपका एक 1 सिंगल ऑर्डर, तो आपको मैन्युफैक्चरर के लिए वेबसाइट नहीं बनानी है, बायर के लिए बनानी है। तो इन दैट केस आप प्रोडक्ट के लिए मैन्युफैक्चरर से पहले कनेक्ट होंगे, पैरेलली वेबसाइट बनेगी, विच इज ईदर वे फाइन।
Right. You said that the best payment terms or the transaction terms are ex factory. Now I do not have a factory, right? So
no. That doesn't mean कि वो फैक्ट्री, मतलब आपकी जगह से बायर ले जाए।
So in that case, I get the consignment from buyer's place to my place, and from my place I give it to freight and forward.
So
right?
from manufacturer's place to your place, right?
Right.
Answer is no.
Okay.
Directly from manufacturer's place to custom clearance to port.
Okay.
तो एक्सपेक्टेड प्राइस जो है वो वहीं से देंगे आप, और मैन्युफैक्चरर को पता नहीं चलेगा कि कौन सी कंट्री में मटेरियल जा रहा है, कहाँ जा रहा है।
Okay, fine, thank you. You said inspection charges, right? So one small clarity: inspection charges in India or inspection charges in buyer's country once the consignment is reached.
सर हम लोग मटेरियल यहाँ से डिस्पैच कर रहे हैं ना,
right?
तो हमने जो भेजा है उसका वैलिडेशन है ऑथेंटिकेशन। For that, यहाँ से इंडिया से इंस्पेक्शन।
But when I am getting the inspection done from India, there is no person from the buyer side present over here.
Correct. इसीलिए ये बॉडी ऑथोराइज्ड होती है और इनके सर्टिफिकेशन वैलिडेटेड है। आप और मैं नहीं करते हैं, इसके लिए एक बॉडी अलग से बनाई गई है और उनका काम ही इंस्पेक्शन है और उनका सर्टिफिकेट वर्ल्ड वाइड वैलिडेटेड है, ऑथोराइज्ड।
Taking this question ahead, that inspection is on the basis of the purchase order. Suppose the client has given an order of
exactly. Yeah. I was just said it's on the basis of
right, and that purchase order mentions some specifications also with regards to respective products.
So simplify कर देता हूँ, बायर को जो आप भेज रहे हैं वही भेज रहे हैं जो उन्होंने मांगा है,
right?
उतना ही भेज रहे हैं जितना उन्होंने मांगा है,
right?
That is basically done through inspection officers, agencies। जब इंस्पेक्टर आपके पास आते हैं वो चेक करके वैलिडेट करके सर्टिफिकेट देते हैं।
Right. And are there any specific packaging requirements also? Because when I saw the various case studies, sometimes क्या sack bags में product जा रहे हैं, which may be some sugar or any agricultural produce, and sometimes tiles से जा रहे हैं।
Yes. So answer is let buyer decide if any packaging option what they're looking for. Otherwise standard packaging जो है वो तो आसानी से आपके freight forwarder करवा के आपके यहाँ से लेके जाए।
Okay, fine. That's all from my side, sir, and thank you for this session.
Ahuja sir, thank you very much, my dear sir. Thank you for being here.
Right, sir. Thank you.
इमाम साहब, स्वागत है आपका।
Good evening, sir. It has been a terrific moment.
पहले तो इमाम भाई 50% पार्टनरशिप देना। I saw the way you are taking screenshot. I was so happy. Profitable products सारे ले गए हो, आप मुझे अच्छे से मालूम है।
Thank you so much, sir, for the session that we had. सर मैं कंप्लीटली एमेचरिश, हमारा कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, वो सिर्फ सिंपल हमारा एक दो क्वेरी है। वो कंस्ट्रक्शन मटेरियल साउदर्न टर्की से वो हमें ऑर्डर देंगे, तो हम तो बिल्कुल नहीं है जो आयरन स्टील वाले उनको पकड़ेंगे, तो ऑर्डर क्या मुझको लिखेंगे या ज्वाइंट वेंचर होने की वजह से उनको लिखेंगे? दैट्स पॉइंट नंबर 1। तो आपने बताया है कि
सर एक एक करके। So in that case, if you are pitching from manufacturing unit or you have formed an agreement between you and a manufacturer for your joint venture, then in that case manufacturer is paying. If you are not interested in joint venture or if you are receiving payment in advance or you are clear you don't want to disclose identity of a manufacturer, and then in that case it's yours.
वो ऑर्डर तो देंगे ही, लेकिन ऑर्डर किसको देंगे? वो मैन्युफैक्चरर को देंगे ना हमको देंगे? हम जॉइंट वेंचर कर रहे हैं उनके साथ।
आपको देंगे, अगर आपने जॉइंट वेंचर किया है तो एज ए मैन्युफैक्चरर आप ऑर्डर रिसीव कर रहे हो, और अगर मर्चेंट में है तो आप एज ए मर्चेंट एक्सपोर्टर ऑर्डर रिसीव कर रहे हो।
आइडियली स्पीकिंग जॉइंट वेंचर ही होना बेटर होगा, है ना?
विच इज एब्सोल्युटली फाइन। दो चीजें सर, टेक्निकलिटीज का पंगा खत्म, क्वालिटी का पंगा खत्म, इन्वेस्टमेंट का कोई पंगा नहीं है। इट्स लाइक दैट।
अच्छा, थैंक यू सर। सेकंड ये है कि एकदम कंप्लीटली एमेचरिश है हम लोग, बीच में कभी फंस गए, कांटेक्ट करने की जरूरत पड़ी, तो फिर कैसे आपसे कांटेक्ट कर पाएंगे?
पोस्ट दिस प्रोग्राम द चार्ज व्हिच वी पेड, आई मीन व्हिच इज शेयर्ड बाय पार्टिसिपेंट, इसमें ये 2 दिन और ये इकोसिस्टम इज समथिंग व्हिच वी कैन ऑफर एज अ बेस्ट ऑफरिंग अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट। उसके बाद फिर आगे और सपोर्ट सिस्टम नहीं है सर. द ओनली सपोर्ट सिस्टम इज इन मेंटोरशिप प्रोग्राम एंड दैट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 पार्ट्स: फाउंडेशन, सेल्स एंड स्केलेबिलिटी, so that we understand where you are, where we will take. And for that also we have a very organized system followed by me, my accounts manager and community members. So if there is something which you're looking for to have a word with us later post this program, answer is no.
तो सर प्रॉब्लम होने से आपको मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम के थ्रू ही मिल सकते हैं आप?
उसके लिए आपको प्रॉब्लम है तो मेंटरशिप में भी नहीं आना है, मैं आपका अभी सॉल्व कर देता हूँ प्रॉब्लम. सर आप डॉक्यूमेंटेशन में रुकोगे तो आपके लिए फ्रेट फॉरवर्ड है, बैंकिंग या फंडिंग के लिए रुक रहे हो तो बैंकर है.
अच्छा, और सर वो पेमेंट जो आएगा वो मेरे नाम पे आएगा या उनके नाम पे आएगा?